Okay, I think it's transitioned over to the right place. Try not to burp directly into the goddamn microphone. Jesus, what's wrong with me? My insides are imploding. Bitrate's fine? Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's dandy. How is everything? Good? Good. Good. Okay. So we're doing slightly different, something a little different today. Watch parties aren't usually videos, but I guess in a way these are not really videos. They're longer form, just like documentary stuff. If I have time after finishing these two, I'll probably play like some Freezeria or something. Just a relaxing Sunday night. Just a super relaxing Sunday night. But let me get this. Let's switch over. Alright. Oops. There we go. Okay. So, I guess I'll preface this this by saying I don't really know too much about Boogie2988, so I'm hoping this documentary will teach me a lot, because he's always been on like the peripherals for me. I get maybe his prime was even like a little too early for me in my YouTube knowledge. Even like I'd probably put him in the same category as McJuggernuggets, but I might be totally off base with that. Like I said, I don't really know like anything about this guy. He's always just been like in my peripherals when it comes to exploring YouTube. I don't even think I've seen a single video of his. It's always just like people reacting to it, or just like clips that that I've seen on other channels that are talking about him. But I don't, the mythos surrounding him is not one that I'm familiar with at all. So I do hope that this will teach me. But it's by Mike Klum, and I guess it's I was reading the comments a little bit, and I guess this is like his first documentary, or his first like feature. I'm not sure, but it's like pretty well received, it sounds like. I've heard that there's like a almost like a sex scene in it, so we will have to, yeah, I think it's right there. Yep. So we'll have to skip past that a little bit. We'll have to do, or not even skip around, but I can just make my face cam big when it comes to that. But yeah, without further ado, I guess grab some snacks, grab a drink, just curl up, and we're gonna watch the dark sad. We're gonna watch the dark sad life of Boogie2988.
When I'm on my deathbed, the biggest regret I will ever have is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would fucking kill for, and I fucked it up. I'm gonna be mad about that till I go to the fucking grave.
Boogie2988, he's a legend of YouTube. He's been around forever.
Oh, H3. I'm doing good. Oh, thanks for the follow. I'm doing good. Shit. I missed that text. For a period of 9 months. Jesus, this guy stayed with him for 9 months? Why would you do that?
One girl. I don't know if I should talk about this, Mike, but I'm going to. There was one girl that I
Oh,
dated
poor guy.
who liked a lot of childish things. She liked rubber ducks. That's why I have some of these rubber
He looks a lot different from what I remember him. I know he lost weight, but did he get new teeth? Okay, he did. Okay. I think that's what was fucking throwing me off.
And one of my favorite memories with her is us sitting in this tub, her playing with rubber ducks as I washed her, and then when we got out, I took her to bed. One of the best nights of my life, Mike. It happened right here.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How do you... Is he just like spending and spending and spending and spending and just not saving at all? He's not making any money? He's not invested in anything? Oh, never mind. He's talking about it now. I should have just waited.
Longest time my ex-wife handled that shit, but then I got divorced. I don't know where my money is. I don't know what it's doing. The only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it.
Okay, so at that point, if you have somebody else handling your money, like your ex-wife, and you have a large sum of money, why would you not hire a financial advisor? Or just like somebody along those lines? It just doesn't make any sense why it's like the same as as like a football player just pissing it all away in 5 years after their contract ends.
Well, here's everything. If you want to see, there's $2,000.
Oh, he's been in that tub for a while.
dollars in my bank account right now, and let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700.
His mortgage is $2,000?
When I get paid again from YouTube, so I'm just going to live off of $700, and I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to make ends meet as well. I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on.
Jesus.
And on top of that, I still owe $163,000 on my house. I think my net worth is $0.
Where does he live?
Pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt, sell off all my collectibles, and pay off all my debts. I think that puts me at $0.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm worthless.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad he's at least like self-aware of that, but what the fuck? I'm confused by the living off of $700. Hold on.
What it's doing, the only thing I've ever done with it is I threw it into crypto and then lost a shitload of it. Well, here's everything. If you want to see, there's $2,758 in my bank account right now, and let's see if mortgages come out yet. So tomorrow, when they take mortgage out, I'll have about $700 to live off of until the 20th, when I get paid again from YouTube. So I'm just going to live off of $700, and I'll probably sell some cards along the way and use that money to...
I don't know if it's just me. I don't know what other bills he has or how expensive his other bills are, but like as a 22-year-old in poverty, I could totally make $700 work for 20 days. I could live off of that for 20 days.
I have a credit card with them that I owe $600 on, and on top of that, I still owe $100.
If you know what you're doing, and I don't, you can live off of $700.
Once you pull the equity out of the house, get rid of the house debt,
Not like a live off
sell
of,
off all
but
my collectibles, and pay off all my debts, I think that puts me at $0. Shit. I'm worthless. Yeah, this is the hard part.
oh, I hadn't considered. He still has that $600 credit card bill he has to pay. But if he pays that, then he can just use the credit card again. You know, it is a cycle, but it seems like he's kind of cool with that. He doesn't.
But my best feature, this is the one the ladies love. I call it my meat apron.
Oh.
Meat curtains. There's a second one. I have 2 glorious meat curtains. I don't like showing it to people, and people don't like seeing it.
So don't. Please. Like, I really don't want to be an asshole, but you really should save that $200,000 to remove the excess skin.
So that's why I'm going to die alone. Well, my real name is Steve Williams. I'm known online as Boogie.
That's a super normal name.
There's a lot of famous Steve.
I thought his name would be like, I don't know. I thought it'd be also normal, but it'd be like Dave.
Right at the very beginning, and
He looks like a
got
Dave.
famous for comedy sketches as well as like life vlogs and just sharing my personal life with other people.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you.
My ankle on my left leg and head.
But that's just the kind of woman I married. So give her some love in the comment section.
That's his house?
Leg and head. But
That's the house he owes so much money on with his mortgage? Where does he live? That's insane.
the kind of woman I married.
That's a normal house.
Money as I used to make.
That's a normal house. That's in like a cul-de-sac.
Trying to figure out how to save my career.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live again to the power of the internet. Today, let's talk a little bit about why you gotta do better than I did, right?
Is he trying to give like life advice?
You guys told everybody, this is the center of my world, right here in this recliner with my dogs, watching television.
Okay. This is why people have to learn to live within their means, right? Why are his expenses $2,058 more than what he is making at this point? And I mean, like $5,000 a month in income is not a lot at all. That is poverty level. He should probably sell his house and downsize, sell his collectibles, stuff like that. Like, he is, as far as I can tell, he is really putting himself, he's really just like victimizing himself, and not even like as a pull yourself up by the bootstraps sort of thing, but just even like he reminds me of my dad. We can discuss further later.
Playing video games on that television. But the other day, the audio on this TV started to go out, and whenever it would make like S sounds, it would crackle. And so I know I'm budgeting, but I immediately went to Amazon and bought a sound bar for $100. And then the next day, the TV stopped crackling, and now I have a $100 sound bar that I don't need. But I know I'm supposed to be budgeting right now.
Bro, you can return it. You can return that. Amazon does returns. You can return that. I know it's annoying to return it. You have to go to the fucking post office to send it back or whatever, but what the hell? You can return that. You don't... You can return the $100 soundbar.
Because it's the only thing I do. It's one of the only things that bring me peace. Like, I'm like, I have to be able to hear my fucking TV.
What a baby. You have a phone.
Like,
Just watch it on your phone, man.
I'll just do enough heroin.
Get a smaller TV.
OD'd on heroin, right? So I guess every addict tries to manage the addiction, but I don't know, man. We were talking about compulsive spending a minute ago? Yeah. Dude, I spent a lot
I mean,
of
I
stuff,
guess being an addict
a
does
lot of
explain
money
so
on
much of it.
You know where a lot of the money went? And like it felt really compulsive at the time?
Oh. Let's do that. Between 2018, oh shit. Let me back that up so that I can read it out loud. I don't know what it's gonna show.
Really compulsive at the time?
I want to be safe. Better safe than sorry. So let's see. Between 2018 and 2021, Boogie spent over $200,000 on sex workers across the US. That's literally the money he needs to remove the excess skin. Okay, yeah, there's mental health stuff going on here. Again, I know nothing about him.
I am a former sex worker escort.
One of his escorts agreed to anonymous interview.
From LA, and I get a message on this website. You can probably guess which one, from this guy who looked a lot like Boogie.
It's probably Boogie.
Women on vacations, and I took them out to fancy dinners, and I took
$40,000 a year.
He bought me dinner. He got me a purse that we were talking about over messages.
Purse with $1,000.
Couple gift cards and
$500 gift cards.
on just that night.
You know the rules. The rules are we're going to go out and eat. We're going to have dinner. Maybe we're going to fuck. And you're going to enjoy a nice lifestyle that you don't normally get to enjoy.
So he was really funny. You can definitely tell he was nervous. He did eat a lot of food. I'm pretty sure he got 2 entrees, which was very unique.
It's not a revelation.
Are we shocked?
I like beautiful women. I like to hang out with beautiful women, fuck beautiful women. We all do. I never got to do that. The women I dated were pretty, sure, but they were like Arkansas 8s, not LA 10s.
Ew.
I got to fuck some LA 10s, and I think that's cool.
We got back to the hotel, and I do regret to say that I slept with Boogie2988.
The escort
And I don't mean to fat shame
regrets.
anything, but there was rules upon rules upon rules, and it took me a lot of time to find a stick. I am now married with 2 kids, and sleeping with Boogie is one of the reasons I quit sex work.
Oh god.
To me, sure.
Oh my god, that's tragic. I don't know how you live after hearing something like that. That's awful. The income from her night with Boogie helped fund her nursing degree? Oh my god.
Sure, I don't really care. I'm a 48-year-old man.
God damn it.
I never got to fuck a model. This let me fuck a couple of models. Is that wrong? Here we have some of the women in this area that are local and ready to go out. They'll go to dinner with you. They'll go to a show with you. Maybe they'll come back to your place. But they are expecting something in exchange. But then it's window shopping, right? Like any other meat market like Tinder. You scroll down the list of
meat
photos until you
market?
find someone that looks interesting.
I don't like that he just described it as a meat market. That's so... That's actually disgusting. That's fucking foul.
To you. I think this girl's really cute. Oh yeah.
No wonder he's single.
She's definitely a little thicker than I necessarily would always go for, but there's nothing wrong with that. So I deserve to...
You can't say that. Like, you specifically can't say that. Oh my god. The fucking 300-pound man is upset that she's not to his standard.
With a beautiful girl, right? I deserve to go to New York and explore Times Square with a beautiful girl. right? Like I deserve that, and I want
Why?
that, and I've never had it.
Why?
Man, if I had that money back,
Why? Why do you deserve it? Why do you deserve it? Who the fuck are you, man? Who the fuck are you? You're Boogie2988. I deserve it. I deserve to go to Disney World with a beautiful girl.
that would be half of my mortgage.
I deserve it.
That $1,000 is my entire health insurance payment. I don't know what the prostitutes did with it. I hope they spend it in good health. But I should use that shit right now.
What a fucking scumbag.
You want to go for a walk? So you can. He knows. You can't tell me he doesn't know.
He's gonna. Never mind.
Yo up, baby. I know. We'll go in a second. I gotta prep your brother. He's great.
No leashes? Okay, one leash. And your dog's in the road.
I know how much these things mean to you. What's it like to have to sell them to be able to live?
So selling off these things kind of sucks. Because I've been playing Magic for 30 years, and some of the cards in this box I opened back in 1994. I opened them in like 96, and I've held on to them ever since. And that's like they're a piece of my childhood. They're a piece of my history. I thought I was going to get buried with this stuff. This is my stuff. This is me. This is part of me. And I made some money off of YouTube last month, but I did not make enough without a sponsor or something like that. I'm not making
Oh
enough.
my
We're gonna
god.
go to the game shop.
Not even $3,000.
Keep me from going out on the streets, right? Like this is going to keep me in a house. So I think
It is sad that he has to like part with such a large part of him. Like it is depressing to see, but if he had just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've had to do the same shit before. I'm like in the same situation now, and it's just like so. It's so like depressing to see somebody who is capable of getting out of that same situation and just won't at all.
it's bittersweet. I think he would find it bittersweet. He would have wished I'm selling Magic cards on Whatnot. I'm selling collectibles on eBay.
Why doesn't he
I'm
just
selling
declare
arcade
bankruptcy?
machines locally. I'll sell it all.
And I'm going to sell enough to help with mortgage, but I'm also going to sell enough to be able to play Magic tonight.
He should also get on like
I
food
don't
stamps and housing
know
assistance.
Why I'm not there. I don't want people like knowing I'm broke. Like that's embarrassing. I can't afford $30 to play Magic, so I'm spending $30 to play Magic tonight.
Okay.
No one
so
fucking cares,
this
dude.
month, I need from you.
No one cares. He's like justifying it to himself, but in reality, no one cares. You walk into that game store, no one gives a shit, man. No one fucking cares. Like, no one cares that you're not spending money to play Magic that day. It's totally chill. You're fine, man. You don't have to... I mean, obviously, he's like... He can't help himself from spending it, and so he's justifying it to himself. So, yeah, he's just like an addict. He's a shopaholic, guys. He's just a little shopaholic. It's fine. Boogie be shopping.
Mortgage. So I needed to pick out like $1,000 for stuff. Like there's a couple of cradles in there. There's a City of Traders in there.
Well, I could do 200 apiece on those.
What? Dude, I thought we were looking more like 400, 450 on each of these. 175 is what it's down to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Those suckers-
Good lord, that took a beating. Fuck, these are reserved list cards, Glenn.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere but up.
Okay. Well, you say that, but the dual land is down.
That is true. He's like, they're not going anywhere but up after like the market just crashed. As someone who who like lost so much money in crypto, he should know that it's not that simple.
I mean, yeah, all right. As long as I'm getting mortgage money, as long as I can get some cards every night, okay. You gave me these back.
Mhm.
You want to sell on until I come back in here because I'm not going to sell them to anybody else but you.
Okay.
Make it 3 chicken quesadillas.
What's paying for this?
Shit, you're paying me back my hair. That don't hurt.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm fucking speechless. The dude making the movie about you gave you $15 for Taco Bell because you couldn't pay for it. Why the fuck did you go to Taco Bell? Why the fuck did you go to Taco? Oh my god, man. This is why he's broke.
We all look the same in a game shop. It's because we're fucking outcasts. We're in a kind of small town. We're fucking autistic as shit. We're awkward around women. We're awkward around people. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. And then I come back here and I'm looking at all the shit I need to sell. And I'm surrounded by all the shit that I bought for YouTube videos and stuff. And it's hard to not think about what a fuck up I am. But that's why I go to the arcade. That's why I go to play Magic. That's why I have my friends over. Because for just a few hours, I'm not that fuck up.
He's also like a hoarder. It's not even like his collectibles add something to the space. They are taking up space. It's ridiculous.
I'm just me. Oh, this is my Saturday night crew. We get together every Saturday.
Like, look at that. Every single horizontal surface is covered in something. Everything. Every piece of wall, every horizontal, every table. Like, it is packed to the gills with shit. He could sell so much and he would still have, like, a good, decent-sized collection.
Pizza, we play
He's
Magic,
a hoarder.
we play board games, we do Smash Brothers. Magic the Gathering, this is my crack, this is my cocaine. I met him at the magic shop. I met him in the magic shop. Now him I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met at the magic shop. This guy I met because he was roommates with a friend I met at the magic shop. Okay, so I have $1 million question
They really do look all alike.
for you guys. Every Saturday we get together. Every Saturday I order what? Pizza, chicken fingers, tacos. Those are the things I normally get us, right? Like, I normally spend like $100, $150 every Saturday to like feed us. And
$150 every single Saturday is insane. For someone making not even $3,000 a month, that is not sustainable.
like, I showed them my bank books today, and I'm not like, I've never wanted to burden you guys with this, but like, I'm at a point where saving $300 a month would be useful.
I mean, we've
$600
been
a month.
telling you for years that we don't care about the food that much.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I like having snacks and soda when I'm over here because I don't eat those at my house.
Right.
But we've definitely said it throughout the years. Like, you don't have to feed us, but
know
you
I
do
know.
it anyway. So
When are we going to start bringing girlfriends around? Also, when are we going to start bringing girlfriends around that aren't hookers? Because that's all I've brought around for 5 years. I mean, like, we haven't had like legitimate girlfriends over in a long time. You haven't dated in a while. You haven't dated in a while.
I mean, yeah, a while out. That's fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, you've like had some. I think you have like.
I think he's a good guy, yeah. I think that
Boogie just casually roasting his friends to make himself feel better. It also seems like they didn't even really know that they the people he was bringing out around were hookers, because everyone else is like, wait, what? They're looking at each other like, what? Isn't It wasn't his girlfriend?
Boogie's definitely a good guy.
I don't think so.
He loves his friends and his family, and he cares about people a lot, and he cares about what people think about him a lot. He's a fun person to be around and to laugh and make jokes with. Sometimes
He's got a mask.
We have like really personal conversations, and I enjoy getting to know him in that way as well.
Willing to do things for us. He's offered to, take care of us or offered us a room if he needs it. He's still going to make some of the same jokes. We all have a sort of dry sense of humor.
Sincere kindness. It doesn't always show up, but he does have a lot of compassion for people.
I think he's just a guy with good and bad. But I don't think he's as bad as a lot of corners of the internet think he is.
I think as long as he stops tweeting the...
Yeah, I'm just like really here because I got dragged along. He's just... I mean, if I were to think of a guy, I'd think of Boogie. I'd think of Boogie, you know?
N-word, he'll be fine. As he stops tweeting the N-word, he'll be fine.
The N-word is just a word. If you guys left and these cameras weren't rolling and I was sitting here alone in the dark and I said the N-word, there's no magic power to it.
So say it.
Oh no, I'm not going to say it on camera where it could hurt somebody. I like offensive humor. I like dark jokes. I say fucked up shit. I think the darker something is, cancer.
I mean, obviously, like, leave it to a white guy to say that it has, like, holds no power. It's just a word. Words are just words, man. You're just a fucking pussy if they hurt you.
Rape, murder, child abuse. The darker it is, the more important it is to make jokes about it.
What?
I'm sorry.
God.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I mean, I didn't go through it. I'm still alive. She's dead. And, yeah, so fuck her. And now she's dead. That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color, or is it not? I don't know. Someone says you can't put your finger into a clitoris. Somebody here doesn't have a scalpel handy. You splay that fucker just right, you can wrap it all around your fingers. You gotta shave real thin.
Oh my.
Ooh, that's disturbing.
Oh my god. That's fucking disgusting. That is disgusting. That's not even like controversial. That's just like disturbing. That's not... Dude, that's not dark humor. What's the joke? That you're like... maiming? Killing? Like what? It's so edgy for the sake of being edgy.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud.
You pointing a gun at me?
Yes. Is this what we have to do?
Where it really went south is when one guy
What the
spent like a month
fuck?
of his time gathering every link, every video clip, everything I'd ever said or done since 1998, and he compiled it into this one huge mega thread. It's like 10, 15 pages long. And every time my name would get mentioned on Reddit moving forward, they would all link to that mega thread. Well, these people on Reddit began to bombard my
Is there more?
sponsors
Oh my
to make
god.
me look as bad as
No,
possible.
hold on, go back. I wanted to read the whole thing. God damn it.
Reddit began to bombard my sponsors to make
Abused his wife, supported child abusers, had attraction to minors, mocked racial minorities. So far, 2 of those he's done on camera. Lied about mental health diagnoses, claimed good things came from the Holocaust. What the fuck? Oh my god. Threatened to kill his own dog. He used his friend's death to promote his new channel. Made fun of a child for having divorced parents. Well, I can't imagine why he got divorced. Threatened suicide to guilt fans into support. I gotta turn off closed captions. faked harassment emails to gain sympathy, flirted with his friend's widow after his death. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Misused Patreon funds on personal toys, shocker. Manipulated his sugar babies and girlfriends. Lied about weight loss progress to gain support. God damn it, shocker. Blamed his audience for not meeting New Year's resolutions. What? How do you even blame anyone besides yourself for not meeting New Year's resolutions? Unless one of your New Year's resolutions is like, I really want to go to Death Valley and see the plateau, and now you can't because like it's underwater. That's the only way I can see you missing a New Year's resolution because it's not your fault. How does your audience make you miss your New Year's resolution? And why the fuck are you gonna flirt with your friend's widow after your friend dies? That's like the most fucked up thing you can do.
Me look as bad as possible. Every time I got a new sponsor, they would bombard me. And eventually they dropped me.
Zoinks. Jesus Christ. Dude, just get a job. Get a job at this point. I think in 2021 is when he should have gotten a regular job. Then he might have been able to like sustain his life.
Into 1988, you ready to go back to my childhood? Because that's what's behind the star. You know what? Do you want to know what this represents to me? This is everything that was good about my childhood. And when I walk back in here, it's like going back in time, except
I've heard of people peaking as like teenagers, peaking in high school, peaking in college. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody peaking as a child.
Completely shitty.
Is that a thing?
So this
is that a normal thing?
The classic. I mean, I even have a Pac-Man tattoo. This is the game I most identify with because it's about a little round guy running through a maze, trying to figure shit out, eating everything in sight, and getting chased by ghosts of his past.
Has he always been?
Basically Pac-Man. I know, it's simple fun.
Has he always been fat, or did you think of that reasoning like after the fact?
And I mean, look at the guy. He looks like me. I might have sprained it or broken it or something.
Good God.
I was walking to the bathroom in there, and there was a loud snap sound, and things kind of shifted in one direction, and now my foot is swelling into my shoe.
There was a loud snap sound. No, there wasn't, bro. Shut the fuck up.
It's the fun part about being old.
The great thing about narcissists is that you can always tell when they're lying because their mouth is open.
You don't know if today is that stroke or heart attack you've been waiting on, or if it's going to be a healthy day and you feel real good for a change. You never know.
Oh my God, is he dead?
So I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I completely miss that?
Make 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60, which is 12 years away? Probably not. Here's everything that's wrong with Boogie. Low testosterone. Testicular hypogonadism.
I assume the low testosterone is because of his diet. What is testicular hypergonadism? Is that enlarged testicles? I believe so. I shouldn't Google that on stream. Hypogonadism means the testicles don't produce enough of the male sex hormone testosterone. Oh, well, so no, his low testosterone is caused by his hypogonadism. So why are those those don't need to be listed twice?
Sleep apnea, swelling due to blockages of lymphatic flow, seborrheic eczema, chronic.
I don't know what seborrheic eczema is either. Let me find out. Seborrheic eczema. It's like just your like scalp. A skin condition that causes scaly patches and red skin mainly on the scalp. So it's just like dermatitis. Right? Oh, it's dermatitis on your scalp. Because eczema is Jesus Christ. Protein in urine. Probably because of his diet.
Protein in urine. That's from kidney damage, folks. That is everything keeping me alive. We have losartan, tramadol, bupropion, sertraline. Did I deal with back pain? I deal with nightmares. I'm always tired. I don't know the last time I did sleep. Otherwise, if I don't wear this machine at night, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm actually drowning in my own fat. High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass.
I'm shocked.
Intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency. Because like most gamers,
He's had a gastric bypass before and he's still this large.
I hate the sun. Morbid obesity, major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, history of diabetes mellitus, blood pooling in veins, varicose veins.
Blood pooling in veins. Dude, how are you not dead?
Degeneration of lumbar or lumbosacral intervertebral disc. That means my back don't work so good. History of basal cell carcinoma. That's cancer. And of course I can't breathe so good. So asthma and allergies as well. So
It is a miracle of science that this man is still alive. This shouldn't be possible. He should not be able to exist with that many conditions. My God, if he had been born even 20 years earlier, he'd be dead.
it's a waiting game now. And it's just about making the best of it. Just enjoy what you got when you got it. Sometimes that's a chicken quesadilla.
Oh my God, bro's eating a chicken quesadilla. Oh, he didn't stay with him for the whole 9 months?
Like a documentary that was generally entertaining. You realize, wait a second, everything he says is depressing. Everything he says is like the saddest shit I've ever heard.
Yes, and it's like so self-deprecating, and it's like he says that he's just joking, but in reality he's just like pointing out facts of his life in a joking tone so that he can like fucking cope with it instead of just, I don't know, going to therapy.
And it's just about making the best of it.
This is the first documentary I'm doing. I can't put out a documentary that's this guy the whole time because I don't want my brand new channel to be known as making documentaries about the most depressing people that exist.
Is this his only video? Oh my God, it is. Jesus Christ. This is really well made. This is insanely well made. I'll leave a like. And I'll subscribe too, because holy fuck, I want to see more of this stuff. That's amazing. Oh, that's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab.
It's just like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What the fuck happened to Boogie?
Well, he's losing what made people originally like him. It could be as simple as just that positive attitude.
Why not use your only life to make the lives around you better? Fuck you. It's none of your fucking business. It's my body. It's my choice. Eat shit.
And over time,
Yeah,
content.
that's a pretty stark contrast. It seems like he's gotten bitter over the years, probably. And like, I'm sure he feels like it might be like a justified bitterness and cynicism, but it's like clearly not. And it just drives away the few people that do still care about him. Does he have like is he bipolar?
We see this shift.
He didn't say that in the list, but it's possible.
I just like making content. I just like talking to a camera. I just like doing cool stuff. I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. That's all I've ever wanted, right?
And his concerns about money.
If I could teach you anything, it's to hold on to the money you get.
Oh, are you trying to manipulate people into giving you money?
The answer is yes. Give me some money.
I couldn't be.
That's pretty clear cut. I mean, after making a declaration like that, how do you not lose your entire fucking audience?
More grateful. I couldn't be more grateful to people want to come.
Thank you.
I'm a walking embarrassment, dude.
We do. Look at me. I'm fucking disgusting. Better, I'm a piece of shit.
I will never function the way you function.
This guy's never heard of fake it till you make it. He just needs to believe that he is great. But at the same time, he does believe that he is great. The reason he's saying all of these things is because he wants you, the audience, to tell him he's not a piece of shit, that he is a good person, that he is, like, beautiful in his own way, and that he's making great content, spreading positivity. But that's just not, it's simply just not what he's doing. He just wants you to tell him that's what he's doing. That's why he's like, I'm such a piece of shit, I'm such a fat fuck, and then I should just die, right? I should just die.
It's not possible.
That's why if you're griping to your viewers, if you're complaining to your subscribers, I mean, that just leaves a sour taste in people's mouths.
I think my window's closing. And if it's not closing already, it's already closed.
Right, so if there was money to be made in making people feel depressed, I think Boogie would be in the right business.
Like, that's just my life philosophy at this point. Just face down in the mud. That's pretty much how we live our lives.
What a sad sack of shit. An unexpected medical bill?
Like, I have to sell this place. I have to.
I'm sorry, an unexpected medical bill. No. You got medical treatment. You fully expect the medical bill, right? You didn't just think they'd forget about you? They didn't just think they'd be like, you're Boogie. You're fine. You can get out of here.
I have to tap into the equities to survive. Like, that's the last of my money. And
a $650 medical bill isn't even that much. I mean, in terms of medical bills, as somebody who hasn't gone to the doctor in years because of the price of medical bills, that's just like an ER visit. I guess ER does count as unexpected.
There are plenty of different content creators that have various mental illnesses all over social media. And some just say, it is what it is, and this is what I'm going to do. Boogie tends to be really obsessed with this idea that it's favorable to have people feel sorry for you, and that kind of victim mentality where you can get further in life.
He has a victim complex.
People have compassion on you regardless of the reason they're doing it.
I look awful.
If I look like I've been through hell over the last couple of days, it's because I have been. Most notably, I've ruined my body. Like Jerry, I ruined my own career. Maybe it was the imposter syndrome. Maybe it's because I...
Jesus Christ.
It's been a method of... I think covert narcissism isn't the right phrase. Like, oh, look at how pathetic I am. You should feel sorry for me. You would never be mean to me because I'm so pathetic, right?
And like the self-awareness is supposed to make you think that he's changing, but he's just not. He's just he's using therapy speak to like try and manipulate you into thinking that he knows how to get better, he knows what he has to do to be better, and that he is doing it, and that you need to give him grace. It's just fucking bullshit. It's like a guy who went to therapy once, listened to what the therapist was saying, to like weaponize it against everyone who's talking. It's exactly, I don't know. It's just fucking, it's annoying.
So fat, I'm so weird, I'm so goofy, I'm such an old man, I grew up in an abusive family and an abusive home. The amount of pain that's in my head and my heart is...
So vulnerable narcissism has a number of characteristics. A person can be considered a vulnerable narcissist without having them all. So with vulnerable narcissism or covert narcissism, we see pessimism.
I feel defeated and confused and lost all the time.
But at the same time, I don't even know if he's drawing this parallel so that he can get like a diagnosis, so that he can point to that diagnosis and say, well, look, I have a mental illness. You guys need to get off my back about this. It just seems like he's that type of person.
I can't handle this kind of hate. I can't handle these types of attacks. I can't do it.
Reactive anger, so they're not really thinking things through.
Is this what I have to do?
Who goes by Boogie2988 was booked into the jail this morning.
Need for admiration.
Can I get a round of applause?
The self-centeredness.
I think he's just a regular narcissist.
My entire life.
The sense of entitlement.
You guys want to help me pay for my Tesla? Please go ahead and dig deep. I sure would like a free fucking Tesla.
Believing oneself to be special.
How many kids went on to get 4.5 million YouTube subscribers?
One.
Steven Williams!
You're just watching the same things over and over again.
What's up? Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming to you with the power of the internet. This is my rambling series, my vlog series. We're just talking about life and the universe and particularly interesting to me.
Boogie2988.
His fall from grace
Charlie
is so catastrophic.
Not happy about it.
People are sick of the shtick.
Yeah.
And what would you recommend to him now to get his viewers back?
I don't think he's getting his viewers back. I don't think that's
a
possibility. I think the only thing to do now is go a different angle.
Exactly.
You know, if that's possible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but
Like, I don't even think he can go from a different angle at this point. He's bringing too much baggage to any table that he sits at. Like, it's not in his favor at all. Like, at this point, he just needs a job, or like to become a fucking consultant. No, he shouldn't even be a consultant because he's clearly not good at that part. He has like, I don't know.
how do you change yourself? Like, viewers,
He's definitely not getting his viewers back. They want
to see what you're interested.
They don't want to see him anymore. They're sick of
I
him.
don't know, you got to get a job. Maybe in this case, you can stop.
You can get a job at GameStop. Yes, he's gonna get a real job. This is big. This is huge for him. He might actually fucking get out of this.
Don, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
Okay, what do you prefer to be called?
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer. And
Wait,
Steve,
what's
you are
this?
here
Probably Steve. Let's... Don, I'm Boogie, or Steve.
So this isn't a job interview.
Don, I'm Boogie, or
It's a staffing agency?
Yeah.
Or maybe it is.
Honestly, probably Steve. Let's go with Steve.
Okay, Steve. No problem. Whatever you prefer.
It's like a temp agency. They're trying to find him a job.
Because you are seeking employment.
They're finding a job for him. That's what staffing agencies do,
Tell
right?
me a little bit about your background and where you think you want to go with the experience that you already have.
I did work at a small gaming store back in 2006, 2007. I am disabled, recognized by the state of Arkansas, but also the United States government. There's that. Now, the downside of that is I am extremely depressed, so there's some mental health issues that we bring to the table. And then physically...
That's not... As a very depressed person recognized by the state of Indiana and the United States government, that's not relevant when speaking to a job, unless it affects your job performance, which I doubt it would affect Boogie's job performance at like a GameStop, for example. It's not relevant. It's just another attempt to get fucking pity.
I am morbidly obese. I have no references.
You didn't have to say that. It's obvious. And you don't have to say that you have no references. You just don't bring up your references, you fucking dunce.
No work history.
Didn't you just say that you had a I'm gonna let play.
No education. And when you Google my name, you might see rumors that I beat my ex-wife and I'm also a pedophile. Should mention I'm also a felon.
Okay, so he's a self-sabotaging, sad sack of shit. That's what we've learned. That's what this is. He doesn't want a job. He doesn't want to get out of this situation. He just wants people to fucking feel sorry for him. Why on earth would you fucking bring that up in a job interview? Maybe the felon part. If you are a felon, maybe bring that up during the job interview. Or even, yeah, definitely bring that up during the job interview, because I'm pretty sure that has to get, like, cleared by people, maybe, depending on where you live. But why would you bring up the fact that if you Google my name, you might see rumors that I'm a pedophile and that I beat my ex-wife? Bro, they weren't gonna Google your name. They weren't gonna do that. No fucking job does that. They weren't even gonna look at your Facebook profile, dude. Why? Just shut your fucking mouth. Oh my god.
What's the nature of your felony?
Aggravated assault.
How old is it?
About 2 years.
Okay. So I think there are some avenues you could explore. I definitely don't think it's impossible, but you have some challenges.
Yeah.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset, and you're using weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're going to have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years, so I mean...
Okay, one, what was Boogie doing in the porn industry? And two, that's not relevant. That's not at all relevant. That's not relevant at all. You just wanted to bring that up as this is a little fun fact about me. Shut your fucking mouth.
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
It depended on the job, I would think. Like, at a strip club, maybe.
This dude is fucking stupid.
What would you think his chances are here of getting employment in the next?
I don't know if it's his like content brain or what. Like, would he do that if the camera wasn't on him?
We would have to seek corporate approval for that sort of charge.
Is it because he pointed the gun at the guy who showed up at his house?
Ultimately be the ones to make the decision as to whether or not we would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients. we would feel comfortable presenting someone like that to our clients.
450 pounds.
Violent felonies, violent crimes, or sexual crimes.
Hey, Mike. Listen, dude. I know we're making this documentary and everything, and I know you think I need to get a real job, but I just want to let you know I'm not going to. I'm not going to walk into some job when I have 4 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm one of the original YouTubers. What I'm going to do instead is go back to making content, go back to telling stories and entertaining people, and making money doing it. You want to check back with me in a couple of...
I fucking feel Mike on this. Oh my god, what a self-sabotaging fucker. Like, how narcissistic, how fucking egotistical, how self-centered of you to be like, hey Mike, I'm just you had like really good advice and honestly probably would have saved my life and kept me from going bankrupt, but fuck you. I have 4 million subscribers. None of them watch my videos, but I have them, so surely maybe I should probably deserve views. What a piece of shit. I'm shocked that he's divorced. I'm shocked he has an ex-wife.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good job. Yeah, so I mean, things aren't great. People are still mad at me on YouTube. My view numbers are pretty...
He has 4 million subscribers, Mike. Mike, he has 4 million subscribers. And in 3 months, he lost 50,000, and now he's in the gutter.
Much close to zero. I'm having trouble breaking
Stupid
10K on an upload
piece
right now.
of shit.
And not everything is bad. I've got at least one good thing going on. Can I show you? Sure. So this is Desi.
This is all I know about him. Is that he has a very young girlfriend. Yep.
I don't know what it was. It was, I guess it's his energy, his curly
His
hair,
energy?
I must be into nerds. It's
His fucking energy? Dude, he has no energy. He literally physically can't have any. He's stuck. He's couch logged. He's disabled. Like, he doesn't have an energy to him. He can't go anywhere, bro.
I don't know. He's just adorable to me. I like him. He was going through a lot, and I randomly hit him up on Instagram, and I told him that I support him and that I'm always here for him and stuff. And so it started from there.
On paper, it just doesn't really add up, right? It doesn't.
I hate
sense on
this.
paper, but then practice and in reality, there was just something there.
So it was pretty crazy, but I just felt it. I felt an energy connection to him before I even met him, and I don't know. That's just.
And it makes it even worse that it's like such a parasocial relationship. She obviously like was connected to him and his content for some fucking reason beforehand. And he is again taking advantage of somebody's fucking kindness. And they just want to make him better.
And then the longer we spent talking, I don't know, eventually you just realize we're the same person, doing the same thing, living the same lives, just at different stages. And
I can.
You're the same. Sir, you are almost 50 years old. You are an almost 50-year-old man. And you're like, I am the same person as this 20-year-old. When are you gonna grow up? When do you grow up at that point? When are you going to mature? when are you supposed to hit like a second puberty at 60? Is that why he doesn't want to reach that age?
See myself getting married to Boogie.
I could definitely see us getting married. In fact, we may or may not have talked about it a little bit, and we may or may not sit around fantasizing about it and thinking about what it's going to look like. And I called you wifey the other day, and you loved it. You were so there for it. If I proposed right now on camera, what would you do?
I'd say yes.
This is sick. This is like making me uncomfortable. Of course she would say yes, dude. Like, she's a fan. She is a fan.
That's a good sign.
Boogie has improved my life tremendously. He just makes me happy, the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not alone, and so that he just completes me. Growing up without a father figure has its challenges.
I don't mean to be mean, and I really don't. But this does kind of sort of explain everything. Like, has there been like a study done on this? Because it does seem kind of prevalent. It's giving my mom and dad energy, you know?
Like, you just don't have that support system that you would, and the advice that you need, and so it's just difficult.
I should mention my dad was 15 years old and my mom was born.
Maybe that's why I have stuffed animals. I don't ever want to be alone, and so it's just nice to have company. And I help with the dogs. I get him water. Like whatever he wants and requests.
She's his caretaker. Got it.
He takes care of me. So.
Got it. He couldn't afford a caretaker, so he got a fan to move in with him.
Out here, so because like. It makes it look better. Trying to trim down these vines, but I'm not doing a good job. I don't do this very much.
You know, I used to have a theory, Mike, that if you are a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, that means you're a creepy dude. Turns out my theory was right. I have a Snapchat, and I am a creepy dude.
Why are you proud of that? Why are you fucking proud of that, man? Why are you saying that like that is an achievement? Like, yes, he is correct. If you're a 40-year-old man and you have a Snapchat, you're a creep. And he is a 40-year-old man with a Snapchat who is a creep. But why would you proclaim it? Why would you shout it from the rooftops in a fucking SpongeBob-esque I am ugly and I am proud type deal? Like, what the fuck is that?
I found that person and they happen to be 20, and I get that it's creepy to date somebody
it is
your age or younger.
Yeah, why would you do that?
People can call me creepy if they want. If she's happy and I'm happy, then I will be the biggest creep you need me to be. As long as her and I are happy.
You couldn't have met like a 40-year-old woman who makes you just as happy?
Sexually, we both seem to be having an excellent.
Oh, I think this might be it. This might be it. I gotta transition.
I would say that it's the best I ever had. What? You were.
You're. Yeah, this is the part. Oh my god, they're in the fucking bath. Oh god. How long does this go on for? They're just making out in the bathtub? What the fuck? Okay, it's over, thank god. That was fast. What the hell? And he bought $50 tickets, $27 drinks.
A samurai on vacation.
Smart guy.
I was gonna ask if you could see it, but.
In the front here, and I think, what are you, a YouTuber or something?
Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 17 years.
You've been on YouTube for 17 years.
4 million subscribers.
Okay, and this is your girlfriend, who is much younger than you, suspiciously.
She's an adult. She's 20.
Did they tell the comedians about this? Because I really hope they did. I really hope.
You know, it's never good when you say, well, she's an adult. Is this a trafficking situation? You keep looking at him and never answering the question.
Of course, you can hear Boogie going, hey, knock it off, man. We came to a comedy show. You can't make fun of us at a comedy show. You can't make fun of our comically large age difference at this comedy show. Why are you laughing? You're laughing. I have a 20-year-old girlfriend. I'm 49 years old, and you're laughing.
And I hate it when people single us out. I hate it when people like.
We're gonna do that though. It's to be expected. You're right.
You sat in the front fucking row, dude. You sat in the front row of a comedy show. You're 450 pounds. You have a 20-year-old girlfriend. You're 49 years old. What is not to... The only way to have been more singled out is if you both walked in there with high-vis vests on, like you were about to do fucking construction. There was no other way to be more spotted. And, like, when the dude asked you if you were a YouTuber, you didn't go, no. You could have just said that. You could have just said no. You could have just claimed to not be the guy who, when you Google his name, people think beat his ex-wife and is a pedophile. And I'll add, having a 20-year age gap, not helping that claim.
Fuck him, right?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that comedian for making fun of our comically large age difference.
He's not manipulating me. I love him for him. He doesn't control me. We're a team. He supports me in everything I do and everything I want. He's my support system.
This is sad. I respect Mike so much for being able to stay.
Let me get a McCrispy Deluxe combo. Make it large.
What do I think about his dire financial situation? I think it's scary.
Yeah, what's so scary about it?
That he might lose it all in a day. He might just be homeless one day, but...
He literally could lose it all in a day. He's $200. He hasn't gained any money.
Okay, if we end up back on disability, and it's me, you, and Chad living in some small apartment, and we're eating McDonald's every day, and that's treating ourselves. You gonna be able to handle that?
Yeah,
You
I guess it's
that?
me, you, Chad, eating McDonald's every day in our small, cute apartment.
Because, I mean, I'm hopeful that people will go back to watching us on YouTube. I'm hopeful that people will, like, you know, I can go back to live streaming full time again.
So, just has, like, no perception of reality at all. Just fucking ridiculous. How on earth can you... Oh, sweet. Hey, thanks for the follow. We just hit the follower goal. Awesome. Hey, how's it going? I was just talking about how fucking crazy it is that Boogie's dating this 20-year-old girl and talking about eating McDonald's every day. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know where all this money's going, dude. I'm just eating McDonald's every single day and making no money. And I just really hope people will keep going back and watching us on YouTube. And it's like, Taco Bell makes more sense as a fast food go-to if you're gonna be eating it every single day, because like at least they actually like you can do like dollar menu stuff that fills you up. Like just get $2 burritos and you're good. But like at McDonald's, he's ordering these full, huge, large meals for 14, 15 bucks and just like shocked his money's disappearing.
Do like 6-hour live streams like every other streamer, and like
It's like, I just really hope, I've changed nothing about my content, but I really hope people go back and keep watching me, even though there's a reason people stop fucking watching you.
As long as I have you, that's all I need.
And it's so manipulative that she's a fan of his, and he's like, you just want to live in an apartment with me? She should be living in an apartment, dude. She's 20.
I'm broke.
You're broke.
I'm broke, yeah.
4 million subscribers.
He's divulging so much information to this comedian.
Sell the house, I'm still gonna be by his side. He's the only one that I love and I care about, and there's only one of them. And so I'm not just gonna up and leave him for money, because money's an issue.
He's like shocked that the comedian's singling him out. He's sitting in the front row. He's answering every question with like his full fucking chest and giving away so much information. Why, like, it just, oh my god. He's literally begging people to make fun of him and then crying when people make fun of him.
Imagining a life without him is difficult.
He's making this 20-year-old girl cry. That's sad.
In the next 2 or 3 years on her, that's just gonna ruin her life. I really.
The only 50-year-old man that should be making a 20-year-old cry is their father.
Actually get it. But this is my health summary. This is everything that's currently wrong with me. My risk for stroke or heart attack is astronomical. I am essentially a walking time bomb.
And that's why you should be eating McDonald's every day in a small apartment. Because you are gonna have a stroke at any moment.
Yeah, I know. I'll never be ready for it, but I know. I don't want you to be alone.
I don't think I feel bad for these people. She literally sought him out when his content is based around
Keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself, all these things will fall into place.
like him being such a sad sack of shit. And she's like, I just won't ever be ready for when this sad sack of shit dies. When he's been talking about dying for the last 10 years.
Telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I gotta back it up, I talk too much.
Bypass surgery. You lost it. Then I turned to my doctor.
Jesus Christ, keep coming back.
Overcoming it. My therapist keeps telling me the same thing. When you learn to love yourself.
This dude's a therapist? Is he just not talking to them?
Then I turned to my doctor and I'm like, what do we do? He's like, you've had bypass surgery. You lost 200 pounds. What more can I do for you? I'm like, fix it, dude. Help fix it. And then they're telling me that I'm the one that has to fix it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
They've done all they can, man. They have done all they can to help you. They cannot make you start eating a fucking head of lettuce on your own. That's on you. That's your choice. You got the bypass surgery. They've given you pamphlets. I know they have. I know they've given you pamphlets.
Making less and less every month, and I'm scared shitless.
Your doctor is not going to be able to give you money. I promise you that too. And your therapist also not going to be able to give you money. But your therapist is, if you actually talk to them and you like tell them the truth, but I'm assuming because he's a narcissist, he physically cannot tell them the truth, that it's just fucking pointless. He's, again, spending money on a therapist, spending money on doctors for him to just not listen to them. He just thinks they can wave a magic wand.
Hey, so Mike.
Oh, shit.
And he has a boxing event coming.
I forgot about this entirely. He fought like Wings of Glory, right? Dude, you know you're in good graces when you're hanging out with Keemstar and Wings of Glory.
People are going to see me win this thing. This is where I turn it all around. Right here.
does he lose? I don't remember. Did he lose? He lost. Just loss after loss. Are they even hitting hard? I mean, no, they're big guys. Even like not punching a lot. Hard, punching a lot, punching hard. There's still a lot of weight behind it.
Here in this house.
Made 10,000. He'll waste it in 2 days.
Spent more than 10,000 getting that fight together. So by the time all that was done, all I did was put that $10,000 back into savings. Being in the new relationship is great.
Did he really need to spend $350 on boxing shorts? He's a big guy. He needs them custom made. It makes sense, I guess. Maybe. Sure. Whatever. But let's see. Physical therapy. Okay, definitely needs that. Boxing lessons. Probably didn't need those. I doubt either of them really did a lot of technique fighting. $2,000 in meals seems pretty excessive for one trip. Did not need to be in that expensive of a hotel either. I don't know too much about. Gloves and wraps seem fine though. But he needs, I'm assuming he needs more than one seat on a plane. And it's both ways. Definitely didn't need that. So he could have cut down on so much of that cost. He could have at least netted 2,000.
Being in the new relationship is great, but I mean, she can't help pay a $2,200 mortgage.
No, she can't. And she also doesn't know enough about finance to be able to help you in your financial situation like your ex-wife was able to. That's why you should have hired a financial advisor as soon as your wife handed you divorce papers. Because you are an irresponsible man-child.
Physical therapies, labs constantly.
Okay, let's see.
For the car that I drive, I still have to pay for car insurance. I still have to pay for health insurance. Diablo 4 came out. I had to buy it.
I had to buy it. What the fuck? Putting Diablo 4 on the same list as like your physical therapy, your doctor's visits, your medical bills, your car payment is absolutely insane. That's asinine. You do not need Diablo 4. You could have waited. Also, might I add, there's fucking, you can torrent it. You don't need to buy it. You can get that game. Let me find it right now. I bet I can find it. I won't bring it up on stream because I'm not gonna, get that website shut down. But let me find Diablo 4 for free. I found it. I found Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 2 Complete Edition, and Diablo plus Hellfire as well. Yeah. So, I hate to say it, man, but you did not need to spend $70 on Diablo 4.
Final Fantasy 16 came out. I had to buy it. Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is the only one that'll maybe give him a pass. No, you can find ROMs for that too. I know you can because I've figured it out. I just don't have a Switch. He also Final Fantasy 16 I saw on that fucking same website that I just saw Diablo 4 on.
Came out. I had to buy it. That's $400 for the video games right there. But if you take out all of it, you take it out.
He's like selling his collectibles and then turning around and immediately buying either more collectibles or just more video games with it instead of spending it on his bills.
Every day.
He's an addict.
All I do is sit.
He needs like
Netflix,
rehab.
All I pay for is internet, utilities, medical bills, mortgage. If I pay for just that, I need $7,000 a month. I'm not making $7,000 a month, and I have no clue
how to do it.
By getting a job. Not owning 7 arcade machines. Not drinking a soda every single, like a case of soda every day.
There's a lot of research that came out of Europe, and now we're doing it here in the United States, where psychedelics can help reset certain brains. People who experience childhood abuse, people who've gone through trauma.
He's not open to therapy, but he is open to taking mushrooms. I'll give him that. That can be super helpful. I will say, psychedelics, yeah, they'll open your mind, bro.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Let's just hope he isn't
I'm all of those. To be honest,
walled off.
Scared shitless. It's one of the only.
That's not
things I
good.
haven't tried.
That's not great.
So let's give it a shot.
Okay, that maybe wasn't.
My given name is Ryan Arthur DeLeoyo, and I've adopted the name Flaming Star. There's one thing that's undeniable, is that there's always this question about why. Why am I here? Existence. What's really happening? Who am I? That's what happens when you seek out hallucinogenics. It's going to allow everything else physically here to relax. The emotional stuff is going to come out. Trauma is going to come out. But afterwards, your atoms are going to go back into their original positions. That's why. He'll be mind, body.
I am interested to see how Boogie can deal with his psychedelic trip.
When you get to a certain point of understanding inside your intellect mind, that connectivity, you realize your hands are basically like USB ports.
So these are the. It's crazy to think that something that just grows out of the ground has so much power, and I'm actually holding it in my hand right now.
They don't hold that much power. You have all the power, bro.
They don't taste bad. Honestly,
That's
that doesn't taste too bad.
a lie.
They're pretty good and dry. Everybody just says kind of earthy.
Stem and all.
Oh, the whole thing, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the.
He's like, no, it doesn't taste bad. And he's like gulping down water and more water and more water to get it down faster. He's not even chewing it. He's just like straight up swallowing it. It's like, no, this is really good. This is really good. Really good. Really good. Mushrooms taste like shit, bro. Just accept it.
May God bless you and be with you on your journey.
Psilocybin mushrooms taste like shit. Regular mushrooms are sick. They're awesome. Got the Crocs out.
So, I think we've been about 20 minutes in.
About 15, yeah.
About 15. So we're about 15 minutes in, and I started to feel
You're a liar.
things are kind of wavy and kind of disconnected. It's kind of like my brain works on multiple channels, and like I have to pick and choose what I'm concentrating on. I have tripping balls. I have no clue where the fuck I am or even who I am. And I don't give a fuck. I recognize.
He's about to experience the second part of the realization of letting go. And we're going to get to the other side of it. I told you they'd come. It's going to get nice and bright in about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
And the reflection in the water is really cool too. So what do you think was the first trauma that you experienced which basically set up like a defense mechanism for you?
Man, yeah, my parents are just crazy. They're broken people.
Parents?
Yeah. Stewards. People who are like trying to oh, okay.
He's taking a while to get to the point. This is frustrating.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
What?
You're not... Okay. He's having a conversation in his head. I get it.
I mean, that shit doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That was the dumbest shit. Oh, it happened so long ago.
Jesus Christ, he's obnoxious.
Like, I've just been waiting.
He's like more obnoxious when he's high.
For the right time to just drop that shit.
So,
I'm realizing now I'd be a terrible trip sitter.
separate personality.
I'm totally cool taking mushrooms and just sitting in my room by myself, walking around the house, just being my own person, shutting my fucking mouth.
Right? Like, I didn't know what the hell. I don't know how to communicate what I was dealing with or what I was going through, and I just.
Right, we put on these different faces in order to deal with situations in society.
You try to give people what the hell they want.
And then you felt like that was the need to make up Francis or other personalities?
Yeah.
Are you ready to let all that go?
Yeah, please, man.
I don't even really know if I
This is the first time I've ever
believe that he's tripping.
Happiness.
He's just like such a fucking liar and narcissist that I would completely believe that he just didn't take enough mushrooms.
Because you are the master of your own orchestra, man.
It's a game, right?
So it's up to you to choose.
And I imagine next day, you know,
Get up. Hello?
nothing's gonna change at all. He's gonna be the same fucking guy. How the fuck do you hear your alarm with a CPAP machine on? That's a genuine question. How do you do that? How do you listen to an alarm? How do you hear an alarm with a CPAP machine? What? Do you wake up if you need to? Will I still hear my alarms? I have 3 to get me up in the mornings when I'm using CPAP. I still hear my alarm. Okay. Alright. So it doesn't seem like that inhibits it? It's just always, like, when I remember being around my grandma, she had like, sleeps with a CPAP machine. I couldn't hear a goddamn thing. I would have to leave the room to sleep. She would try to set up a little bed for me on the floor, and I, fuck no. There's like a chainsaw going off in the room.
Really here yet.
Daily do. Gotta wake up with that daily do.
That's changed. Jesus. Oh, guys. Let's go. It's just all bullshit. Like, none of this matters. None of it. It's all a construct. It's all a simulation. It's all a...
Please tell me he's gonna, like, give up and sell all of his stuff now.
You know when you die, I think I died last night. Physically, my body was fine, but I think I went back into the void we come from, and I think I'm still in it, except I'm also...
I hate to be that guy, but that's just not how fucking mushrooms work. That is just not how... He's like describing like an ayahuasca trip, or like just like he smoked DMT for the first time. That's just not how mushrooms work at all. He's playing it up completely. He's like still trying to act like he's on mushrooms too. That's just... He's so full of it.
So in this physical corporal body, but I'm also the incorporeal being that puppets it and controls it, and god damn it, I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of myself for the first fucking time.
And that's why you didn't wake up on time? He is very sensually brushing his teeth. Let's go back.
The stuff that I normally worry about.
The stuff that I normally worry about. I worry about my finances, worrying about my internet, worrying about what people think about me. It's all so incredible.
Why is he doing it so fucking
It's all
slow?
just bullshit. I think I'm gonna enjoy making YouTube videos again. I think I'm gonna
Oh my god, he was enjoying that.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube.
He loves brushing his teeth.
When I make a video,
I would too if I had veneers like those.
20,000 people watch. That is
I can go.
Everybody falls off. That's part of the deal.
Every single month. He had tons and tons.
You start off as a nobody, and for a short period of time you're a somebody, and then that star burns out like every star does. I was lucky enough to get hit by lightning. I was lucky enough to get to live my dream. I was lucky enough to get to enjoy all of that, play this game the way I wanted to play it. I'll be gone one day too. But for one brief moment, we got an opportunity to shine really bright.
No shit, Boogie's still broke. He just accepted that he wasn't gonna get a real job. He wasn't. God damn, he did everything. This was a solo production. I mean, not solo. There's Gen Z marketing. This was really good. This was really well put together. This should not have ended up on YouTube. This should be on like I don't know. This should be submitted to some film festivals. But I think being on YouTube first disqualifies it from a lot of them.
You genuinely believe that I could make the comeback?
I did when I showed up.
He also reminds me of McJuggernuggets. He kind of looks like McJuggernuggets now. That's not an insult. He looks like a perfectly. He's just like a normal guy.
He got pretty mad because he can't find his Mountain Dew, and I gotta be honest, the funniest part is who he tried to find the Mountain Dew in the microwave. Oh my god.
That was fucking excellent. That was such a that was really good. That made me feel, I mean, everything the documentary is supposed to. I learned everything I needed to about him. And yeah, Boogie is like destined to be broke and sad and miserable for the rest of his life just because of the nature of who he is. So, Jesus fuck. What a sad life. What a sad, sad life. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break really quick, and then we're gonna switch over to the Jimmie Lee documentary, which is this is not a very, I would assume that he's not a very well-known topic outside of like H3 lore. If you watch the H3 podcast, you know about him, but other than that, you'll be exposed to a completely different side of craziness. Just like weird fucking guys. Just weird people. But I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And before we get started, I just want to address the fact that there's a new Garfield movie coming out next year. And I mean, the animation looks pretty good. I don't have any qualms with that. Apparently, Jim Davis is one of the writers, according to IMDb. That's probably incorrect, though. One small issue. One small, glaring, massive, giant issue that I have with this movie already is just the fact that it doesn't seem like we can get away from fucking Chris Pratt. Why is Chris Pratt voicing Garfield? Chris Pratt doesn't need to voice Garfield. Chris Pratt's the worst voice for fucking Garfield. He just voiced Mario. We don't need him to voice Garfield too. What the fuck? What is this shit? Ridiculous. Anyways, so now we're gonna watch the oh, let me here, I'll transition after I change the title. Alright. So now we're gonna watch the Jimmie Lee documentary. I haven't watched it yet, and just for like a little bit of context, let me mute my microphone. I'm about to cough. So just for like a little bit of context, Jimmie Lee is an internet comedian whose primary job is as a dentist. He's a 60-year-old internet comedian who is also a dentist. Or I guess I should say he's a 60-year-old dentist who's also an internet comedian, because he's not very good at the whole comedy aspect of it. In truth, he says it's like old-timey humor, it's like offensive humor, it's just not for this generation or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like usually racist, sexist, homophobic stuff that isn't even, it's not even like a joke, it's just like a statement said in like a jokey way. And he just like hides behind this shield of comedy. He doesn't ever answer questions straight. It seems he's very much a liar in a lot of respects. It seems he has like a personality disorder. He's very much, he's an interesting character, to say the least. And I hope this doc sheds some more light on him. So let's go ahead and let's watch the Jimmie Lee doc, just about famous. And I guess the last documentary we watched was also, the guy who made it was also working on a Jimmie Lee documentary.
Grow up hard, and they live hard, and it's hard to afford the taxes that we go through. So the majority of things that happen in this area are funny, especially coming to a diner.
We're patrons from here, from Mogus, and we've been coming about several years. We come after Mass. We go to Mass, and we come here as like a Sunday ritual.
I love that shirt.
We have a crowd of friends that we've met, and developed
Well, on the right.
here, friendships. Jimmie's one of them.
His hairline
And,
is so
he
far
calls us
back.
the Righteous Brothers. We're the Righteous Brothers.
Because we go to church.
We go to church, yeah.
Well, when Mike came in at the end, all his teeth started falling out, and he said, "I think I may have to switch dentists because I think you're fucking up." And I said, "Well, you have 2 teeth left. You can move to Kentucky." And he said, "No. Now after you worked on the 2, I only have 1." Poor Mike.
So, Mike, where do you perform?
All over the country. This guy's like real. He's real.
Any contacts with anybody? Any big names?
So this is like his like is it Mike and him the entourage? Seems like these guys are just like peripheral friends. Where these three the
Superstar famous friends.
the gang.
If Jimmie Lee, the Jersey outlaw, keeps going in the direction that he's going, he's going to be too famous for the world. That's what I think.
That's what you think. Could you just speak a little more on like what it means to like be famous and pursue fame?
The
Is
pursuit
that
fame
genuine?
Should be just the pursuit of happiness.
Is that a genuine remark? Because that I mean, coming from a comedian, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if that actually is genuine, because I don't. Is he going to be famous outside of this little H3 bubble?
Because you should always watch what you wish for. Fame is not always what it's set out to be. But I wish him all the best, and hopefully he'll hit as big as he needs to hit. Hi, how you doing? Turn the camera on these people. They look so much more fun. Look at this is fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. You want Trump in 2024?
Did you see his picture?
He's the best, right?
Oh, great! It's just a bunch of Trump supporters.
All right, see ya.
Gross.
See, when you're in New Jersey, anything goes.
So Andrew should be here soon, and I'm
Andrew
Callahan.
Andrew Callahan.
Andrew
Okay.
Callahan of Channel 5 News. He is gonna come here and interview you. I'm pretty sure.
And what do you think he's going to
Oh.
interview me about?
He's a very neutral guy. He's gonna ask you just like
Great.
questions about everything. He's gonna let you have the stage.
Where's my boy? There he is. Oh, there's no hand. No.
Oh no! It's
You're a big son of a bitch.
How you doing? Good to meet you, player.
Nice to meet
Jesus. Andrew is tall.
Did you grow up here in Jersey?
Grew up down by Atlantic City. And guess what, Andrew? I figured out. When I was 5, my dad was a gambler. You know how I figured it out? He married my mom.
Why is Andrew
I'll
interviewing
get to the funny ones in a little bit.
Jimmy? This doesn't make sense to me.
Honestly, I've been doing this.
This isn't nothing like regular Channel 5 content. So why?
So you're a dentist.
What's the point?
How's that?
Fair to middling, Andrew. All right. When that's set, just pull it out and have a rinse. It's gonna
This
be a
is the
while.
interesting
I'm gonna have to do
aspect I
front
want to
desk
find
now.
out more about.
There's nobody
I want to
else
know
in
about his
there.
dentist. Like,
So we get delayed
what?
another 5 minutes now. Because I have to do her clean. Like you count on people, and you give all the love and the years, and now you're 60 or.
I would be horrified if I found out my dentist was like also doing like internet comedy. That would be terrifying to me. Or just like stand-up comedy.
Good. Stay like that. Stay still, huh? No, come
Seems
this
like
way.
he knows what he's doing though.
Stay still.
So that's
Pull-
good.
pull
It seems
back
like he's
away.
professional.
Come on, this is a tongue-in-cheek job.
Oh,
No,
work
Chris,
her
no,
out.
Christine.
You're gonna say that way. I'm just gonna pull your cheek.
Work with me. See, I always say work with me, Chris, but the hookers, they're different. They say jerk with me. It's a whole different.
Okay, I guess the professional thing goes out the window.
Yeah. So I went to dental school to be an orthodontist.
You can't
I didn't
you
get
can't say that.
And I
You
was
can't say
always
that
deaf when I
during
grew up. The back
dentist
one was
appointment.
deep. You may be a little sensitive if you are to soft foods. No, you're fine. I did. No, stop. Have a good day, Chris, and then I'll see. Are you coming with her tomorrow or no? I'll see you then tomorrow. All right, hon. Thank you, dear. I'm educated as a dentist. I'm
So he
worried
just
about my
like
mom's
fucked up her
brains and my
mouth.
dad's street pizzazz.
For Jim, if he's able to make people laugh, then that's a good legacy. That's a good legacy to leave behind. Forget the material dental practice, but think of
Don't forget the
something great.
material dental
And even if he
practice.
dropped dead today, he would have that gift.
He's a brother?
of making people laugh.
My worry is I have to get famous and be really well known before I die because no one will remember me as a dentist. But I need to carry a legacy on where people remember me as the guy in the street that was the wise guy, the
Why?
guy, but a good guy. And
Why don't you want to be remembered as a dentist?
loves me. Go on to Instagram and type in the Jersey Outlaw. The Jersey Outlaw. You can see me. I've always been an entertainment style personality, so I could do really anything. But I think comedy's more my niche. I'm a funny guy. Want to hear a joke?
I've seen you on H3H3.
H3H3. They look like
Jesus
H3 fans.
Christ.
You want to see if they're H3 fans? Go on this side.
Ethan that I love him.
What about me?
I love you too.
It's about me.
I know it is about you.
All right, now come this way. I have
Joey.
to say thanks to H3 and Ethan because
I love that he's just like people's proxy to try and get close to H3.
I don't think I would be where I'm at without him.
Definitely
Lee
not.
He's a special spot in our Hall of Fame. So Jimmie,
Jesus, I forget. I forgot just how long they've been talking about him.
Come on, Outlaw. Bring out the Outlaw.
I know what I said. Hey, all yours weren't funny either, pal.
Stop with the tomato.
The Jersey Outlaw.
Oh man.
He had enough. Take a picture. Stop it. Stop with the tomatoes. He found one of my fucked up dentist videos through somebody who sent him a DM, and he did a reaction video. And then I contacted them, and they ended up meeting me at a restaurant called Fresco's.
Just do like that? Yeah. And this is all it takes to do a well photo? Just like that. Okay.
Jesus, they've been talking about him
I
forever.
barely know the guy, and I'm putting my head in my hand. Who can embarrass a waiter that much other than Dad?
And nobody would know the difference. They're all Chinese.
I'm married, but my wife said, I like you.
Okay.
And I want to make passionate love.
All right.
Oh God, that's so uncomfortable.
I want you to be up on top. So Ethan's going to come home with a bunk bed.
Okay.
So this way, I'm going to be on the bottom, and you're going to be up on top.
All right.
The waitress I harassed was holding her arm and doing sexual innuendos as a joke.
I'm so glad he called it harassed and it wasn't like down because yeah, dude, you harassed that woman.
People got upset. They thought I was.
Oh
being
my
serious.
God.
It was just a skit. But again, they don't realize it's a skit and a joke. I had no intention of having sex with her. It's a skit.
Well, obviously H3 has a more, especially nowadays, more liberal following. So
The fuck is that
they're
supposed to
probably
mean?
laughing at him, but
Why is this
sometimes
frozen?
with him.
So basically,
Why is it
Jimmie-
frozen?
H3 has a more, especially nowadays, liberal following.
Popular
So
YouTuber
they're
sex
probably laughing
pest.
at him, but sometimes with him.
So basically, Jimmie, he has a reputation for being overly offensive. Let's say.
What is your heritage?
I don't look Jewish.
Spanish? No, you look
No,
like
Why does it keep
in
stopping?
Jewish Yiddish you're a shiksa. What are you? Spanish?
I'm Thai.
Thai? It's a good
Weird.
thing.
It
'cause
just keeps
my
like freezing
wife's
out.
Chinese, so I think you got good taste. So you know my funny joke when I see an Asian guy? You know my funny joke?
We got dinner.
May I? I am the comedian. You know my funny joke when I see an Asian guy come?
Jesus.
I ask him if he has any duck sauce. Hey, Indian,
What does that even mean?
what's your name? I'm going to guess.
What is the joke?
I'm only teasing you. Does the red dot signify your Indian faith? And she said, no, I've been shot. Call 911. Italian or Jewish?
You fucking love that one.
Let me see your papers. What are you? I'm Mexican. Oh, that's better?
Likes to approach everybody. It doesn't matter who.
What's the joke that he's the fucking Gestapo? Like that is not. That's so fucking uncomfortable. I hate it. I hate it.
It is. He sometimes goes for the jugular because that's his comedy.
I just
He
spilled
has
milk all over
a
myself.
whole lot of Asian jokes.
Jimmie Lee's got the yellow fever. The yellow fever.
At least he admits it. He does. At least he admits that he has
Pretty
fucking
lady. Hello,
fetish.
love. What is your name? Chinese. Pretty lady. Chinese or Korean, love?
Chinese.
Very pretty. Hong Kong Chinese or a pretty lady or Chinese, correct?
Yes, correct. Well done.
Jesus
Hong Kong
Christ.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Are you guys Hong Kong Chinese or
We're not Chinese. Japanese.
Japanese? But your husband's American because you're beautiful, ladies and
Jesus
gentlemen.
Christ,
Pretty Chinese
dude.
girl and rich Japanese man. How you doing, China doll? How you doing? All right.
That's so uncomfortable.
Married?
See, it's not even like comedy. It's just being racist.
Let's go right now.
It's just being racist and having like a fucking fetish. He's just like fetishizing them.
Which one's going to be my main one and which one's my side one? You want to be the main one? Or you be the main one? Which is my main wife, which is my second wife? I'm always main wife, your second wife. All right, I got a lot of money too. You can buy Chanel handbag. You want Chanel
Jesus
handbag?
Christ. What a fucking freak.
My job's now to just get big and viral and be on the street all the time and pound social media so I'm bigger so people come to me because when they come to me they're interested. Through my whole career of dentistry, I always wanted to do it, but now I'm just doing it because I'm older and I have less time. When you're young, you have a lot of time and no money. When you're older like me, you have a lot of money, you have limited time.
It seems like he's really latched on to a limited time thing. Does he have like a terminal illness that he hasn't disclosed?
Fans waiting. Let's go. I cannot believe how many people came out.
Why does he keep freezing? What is this shit?
Is my film crew. Get your glasses on now. There it is. How you guys doing?
So weird.
Jimmie Lee, what's your name?
Johanna.
Johanna. Are you two together?
We're here to see you.
No, you're not.
No, we're dead serious.
What's my name?
Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw.
Oh, these are real fans. I thought you were joking me. I'm
Oh my god.
now, which is like immediate. Like when you're ready to
He meets fans and he's like, he thinks they're fucking with him.
stat. You can't tell a drug addict.
That's how many people he pays to follow him.
So I'm a FOMO addict. And, I have that fame addiction thing, and you can't tell me to stop because it's something I want to do. All right, we're here. Jersey
It certainly
Outlaw. Let's get this
does seem
party
like an
started.
addiction.
Hi, buddy, you fan?
I don't know if it's a fame addiction, but it's certainly an addiction.
Oh my gosh, you're a great guy. Come on, Jimmie. You're funny.
Funny guy or,
You're a funny guy.
fair to middling?
Dangerously funny.
Dangerously funny.
Of course.
Are you a fan too, hon? No, she doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah, let's ask the 19-year-old if he thinks your offensive jokes are funny.
You know why we need
Of course he
you,
does.
Australian
He's
people?
19.
For Zeus. No, I don't know.
For Zeus? That was a shit
you.
joke.
That was a horrible joke. Nice to meet you. You have to talk to my publicist. My publicist. Talk to her. She takes care of everything for me. When you perform and you're validated by people and they hug you and love you and it makes you feel good, it's like a drug.
And he seems to primarily harass women on the street.
It's better than getting the best dinner at Cipriani's downtown. It's a feeling if you don't have it or know it.
I do love that he's doing like his talking head in the in the dentist office.
Work with me. There's another guy. He knows me. He knows me. I have built by people coming to me. I don't find them. They all find me. They work for free because they want to vibe with me and they hang out and they do a ton of work. You stole my hat.
They kind of do it because they want to get to close to H3, right?
Oh shit! Let me lift that up for you. Hold on. I'll take you to a store. Come on, I'll buy you. I feel awful. I talk to you. I'll buy you.
Wait, she dropped. What did she drop? I thought she dropped like a cigarette butt.
Hang out, and they do a ton of work. You stole my hat. That's my hat. That's your hat. Oh shit!
That was her AirPod.
I'll take you to a store. Come on, I'll buy you. I feel awful. I talk to you. I'll buy you an earpiece. Where's the store? We'll buy it for you.
Oh my god,
Oh, wait a minute, it lifts. It lifts.
Oh, you're not gonna.
Peebler's fucking the best. This fucking guy is amazing. He fucking does shit that nobody will do.
Oh my
Peeb, you're
god.
fucking unbelievable.
That is a first.
Peeb, you're unfucking believable. You gotta hug him. You gotta hug him.
I
I can't. I did not even see that she just. I thought that was like a cigarette butt that she tossed.
Peep, be careful your hand. Peep, hold on. What's your name? Where are you from, Marissa? So,
That
Marissa,
fucking
do me a
sucks.
favor.
Awesome that they were able to get it back though.
Yeah, so when I first started working with him, you know, obviously I was like, what am I getting into, dude? This is crazy. Now that it's like a year in, the enthusiasm
He seems
has
like a
rolled
good
back
dude.
a little bit. The reality set in, and I look at it more like, almost like he's a business partner in a way, if that makes any sense.
No FOMO, getting a little depressed, no one's
What
paying
does that
attention.
mean?
May jump down the sewer drain.
May have people are lifting, get the iPhone out.
I'm just gonna jump and make my
AirPods.
final escape from you, bro. He's got a pretty good set of people with him, and we try to, you know, lead him down like the straight and narrow. His comedy is edgy, you know, everybody knows he's Jimmie Lee. But every once in a while he says something that's just a little too much, and it's just so cringy. And when you're the person behind the camera, and you're looking at the person who's hearing the cringy joke, it's just horrible.
Belly button, tattoo on our belly button.
No, not
They should at least try to like
No, I want to get a
buffer. Oh, whoops, Jesus! I didn't mean to skip.
tattoo on my belly button. Huh?
Right over here.
No.
Yes, you do, Jimmy.
I'm from Uruguay. Not Uruguay, my way.
Let's be real. Like, he would be good. Could you see this man walking around with a belly button?
I need a belly button tattoo.
Please stop harassing people in their place of work.
How long would the piercing take?
How long
for
does
him?
it take?
Sell him on it.
About a half hour.
Jim, you got this, bro.
15.
The piercing itself is super quick. It's a matter of setting.
What about a tattoo?
Depends on what you get.
What about a tattoo of a nude Asian woman?
No. What are we doing here?
Hello there, Johnny Doll. What? Here.
She just looks so uncomfortable.
Here. Here.
I'm not fucking joking with you.
I'm so glad there are people like trying to keep him in line, but it's impossible. You can't keep him in line. And it's not endearing. It's not like an endearing quality. That's just how he is. Why? Why is he like that?
Basically helping him when he comes down to like the city, just like being there for Jimmie, being Jimmie's friend basically, because it's, you know, not really like a real job.
I feel so sad. I do.
The only reason you feel sad is because you have this preconceived notion as to what we need to be doing to figure out what works.
I know. I don't want to fight because I don't want to.
God, he's trying so hard to help Jimmie. Everyone's trying so hard to help Jimmie.
It's really hard when we're filming and then you don't listen. So we're gonna keep walking.
All right, let's just find some people. Is that grape juice?
You know, our day and age we call it clout chasing, but like that is Jimmie. Like he really wants a touch of the fame.
Olivia, how many people are on Twitch? Okay, go to Instagram. What do you guys think we should do? I'm not a social media guy. Where are we going to get a better bump?
He will like do shtick.
Oh my god. And it just doesn't make he's like jumping around between platforms. That's not how you grow an audience. That doesn't. He's a boomer. He's just an old guy.
Or like even like bargaining with people or like, you know.
Jeez, are they good?
His brother. They're his brother.
They're good. You give a discount for a celebrity or no?
Usually we did not. We sell some 10% more.
You're part Jewish. You want to overcharge me?
Opulence is something that really like, you know, he sees shiny stuff, he goes.
What do you sell?
Glasses. You should try some on.
Oh, let's go. How expensive?
How many fucking pairs of glasses does this guy own?
Look at these. I got new phone. Oh, how much are these?
Only 400.
They're tempting.
Jesus Christ. Thank God he's like a practicing dentist. And so he has like... This is the difference between like him and Boogie. Like at least Boogie... Or not, at least like Jimmie has like income coming in and has like a real job, and he's also doing social media and like content creation on the side until he can make enough money from being famous. Boogie was making money from being famous, but now he's no longer famous and refuses to get a real job like Jimmie. He feels like it's beneath him.
But you know what? But you're going to discount so you can get the sale. So what's the bottom line on these? Let's try to see if we can get a sale out of it. What's the bottom line?
Oh my god, you're actually bargaining on camera?
Bargaining on camera.
Oh my god.
I am Jewish. I have to get a deal.
Well, so am I, but I wouldn't do it on camera.
We
It's
have to do it.
evidence.
No. So what do you? How much do you want?
Let me see how much it is.
You want a deuce and we call it a day?
It's you know, Jimmie. This is
For a
not even
celebrity?
bargaining. This thing is only 300.
That's not how capitalism works, right? You can't like bargain.
So I give you a deuce and we call it a day.
No, but we might do a tax
For a select. For a
Don't
select.
put that on camera.
All right.
Understand?
Let's turn the cameras off. You want to do a deuce so you get a celebrity deuce, a celebrity shout out. Deuce is 2.
But I can't give it to you for free. It's not.
I don't want it free.
Okay.
I give you a deuce.
Yeah, give me a deuce.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I don't know what a deuce is.
200. Just hit 1 million followers 2 days ago. Look, I'm going to promote you. I'll put
He
them on with you.
fucking bought a million
You're gonna get over
followers.
3,000 likes on a post. That's me.
Such delusion.
I mean, it's.
I think the different. I think what makes Jimmie such an interesting character is that he is exactly like
Done. So let's do it.
fucking.
Come on, give me a deuce.
I give
Tick.
you 2.
No, Jimmie.
2.
Come on, don't go back on what you said.
2. You know the promotion you get on one post from me?
No, I don't.
A lot more than the $200. Carolyn, tell her the drive. Tell her the post what we got. We're ready.
What the fuck? He's trying to get these glasses for free. He's like a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He really does want a reaction, mainly, and like he knows when he's like doing something messed up. But also when he used to do that bit where he would go up to people and eat their food.
What'd you do? Get the spicy fries?
No, I just got them.
What's that? They look good.
They are.
Are they barbecue fries?
No, help yourself.
Let me taste that. I don't think I ever had that. What is that? They're good.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
He is the way he is, and like you can't really change
That's
that.
so uncomfy. Like at least the guy gave him permission.
He can change these things. He's well aware. He's well aware, but he like chooses because he feels like handing the waiter $50, like because he wants to like yell at the top of his lungs in the restaurant.
You wanna film me handing Fabio the tip? It's hysterical. Fabio, I wanted to tell them how appreciative we are and how nice you are to us. A little token of our
Oh my God,
appreciation.
thank you very much, Jimmie.
We love you.
I'm more than grateful.
But
Thank
you can't
much.
tell Milt.
I won't.
Who's the 2 famous guys here that take care of the Jersey Outlaw? Milt and Fabio.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Best food in town. Let me go. Go ahead, go.
Why?
Where are we going?
$50 is not enough to like scream in a restaurant. Scream and film in a restaurant.
Only a hug. Oh, Milt. I love Milt.
And everyone thinks they're getting like such a big promotion from him because he has like a huge following, but his huge following is
Milt's back. You know what they used to do, Goggy?
because he fucking bought it.
Chariot illegal. They let the air out of your horse. Hey, Goggy. What? If a guy falls off a boat, you say man overboard. What do you say? What do you say if a woman falls off a boat? Let her drown. No, you say full speed ahead. There you go. That's very good prosciutto. Guys, if you really like the prosciutto, I'll get another order. It's really good. It's prosciutto San Daniele, so it's the best prosciutto you're going to get.
He eats prosciutto so much that he can't add the O at the end.
I take everybody out to eat, and I feed them. Never hit on my girls. I'm polite and nice because I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to be famous, and I do have a gift. I have this vibe. People like to be around me and hang out, and I'm funny and crazy and fun. Jersey Shore TV show.
This guy seems miserable to be around.
Anybody here? Are they home? What's that? I can't hear him. What? Victory! What do we have, a store? Oh, we have a store. So how do we do this?
Did he think it was someone's fucking house that he just walked up to?
$10 a person. I think we're gonna go for it. What happened to your hair? Yours is worse than mine. Look at the hair on this one. Jesus Christ! Whoever does your hair, call them. And your makeup's good.
That's
too.
so
Look,
mean.
pay makes me what I ain't.
The hair's so good.
We're not filming. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be doing the tour.
No. Oh, you're giving me the money back.
Yeah, I'm not doing the tour with you guys.
So you're giving me a refund and you're saying no tour.
Yeah, no
How
tour.
come?
I don't want any cameras inside the place. And you're gonna bring them inside here because you don't want to leave them out.
We have a comedy TV reality.
Yep.
Don't you want to get
Yep.
promoted? I'm on TV. I do comedy.
I respect the store owner so
I
much.
don't want to go too deep into
Not because he owns a store, but
he has a
because he
really
just
big
wants
need
to
for acceptance.
stop
He wants
fucking
people to
harassing
really
his
know who he is.
employees.
He wants to be able to talk to everybody, okay? And he wants everybody to love him. So if somebody doesn't love him, he's not happy about that.
I want everybody to like me. I don't like when somebody doesn't like me.
Yep. He has a personality disorder.
You can't be in my courtyard doing that, brother. You have to be on your head. This is private property, bro.
This is good. This is great controversy.
Calm down. I am too. Walk back. Go walk back.
Are they seriously trying to argue with the security guard?
Mine, brother. I'm supposed to watch all of it. Yeah, I'm supposed to watch all of it. It's private property. Dude, you know this, brother. You know it.
Are we brothers?
You know this.
Because you keep saying brother.
You know this, dude. You're always
No,
here.
are we related?
God bless.
God, that's
But you keep saying brother. Yo, come here.
You want to be fucking pedantic, dude?
Jimmie's putting so much effort into this.
Genuinely, how's nobody like knocked him out cold?
And putting as much as he's put into it, I mean, heart and soul, it's got to work.
Well, Joey said to me earlier, the only guy that knows about the Jersey Owls, you. And Joey read me a review from the New York Post, two thumbs down. There was one from the New York Times, one finger up. Joe, Gobbledygooch. Come here, move in, Gobbledygooch. Move in.
I'm Joey, the Gobbledygooch. Been friends.
So does he also just hang out with other delusional comedians who have like also not made it?
We got the meats. The beef. Joey's a little jealous. Joey's getting a little bit more of a vibe. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of his ass. I'm a little fucking insecure. Gobbledygooch.
Jimmie approached me to do his photography. And we became close friends. We've been friends
His
ever
photography?
since. And we hang out all the time.
Why does
We're
Jimmie
just
need a
connected.
team?
Gobbledygooch. Gobbledygooch is here, everybody.
His production doesn't
Gobbledygooch.
require a
Gobbledygooch.
team of
And
people.
Joe, photos, and then when we get a vibe, we'll do a still. Get stills.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah, that's what a fucking photographer does, Jimmie.
Yeah. You had to go to a video one there and do it?
Of course.
Or do you want me to show you? Do you know?
I know.
You know? Okay. Joe, over here when you get a minute. My phone, Joe. Joe, my phone.
Jesus
I need him
Christ.
on the phone. Do some videos. Do a video, Joe. Do a video. You are more work, Joe, than ever. You're just so much extra work the whole fucking day. You're murder. Here.
Oh my god.
Get a couple good pictures.
He's like getting people to do work for him for free and the entire time complaining about their skill set.
Get that sign, Gooch. Ready?
How can I explain Jimmie? Jimmie is complex, a little obnoxious sometimes.
He's an asshole.
But it's just part of Jimmie's shtick, let's call it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jimmie. Nice to meet you. How you been, baby?
I'm Butterfly. I'm BC.
I'm Butterfly. I'm BC.
Oh, you're Butterfly. BC?
Yeah, BC. You're BC. I'm BC.
No, I'm Butterfly.
Whose hair's better? Whose hair's better?
I'm the first AI in New York City.
I'm the second.
You don't have the same software.
No,
I'm the one who created software.
I have login.
Oh, is this guy trying to do
I
a
can upgrade your system. I have
know
all the
you
new
could.
software.
he's trying to do like an NPC stream on TikTok.
Yes, I can.
Really? Good.
I'll get
Can
you the new neural
Can
networks.
you log in and I'll Yahoo?
I'll get you the new neural networks. I'll get you the new.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes.
No.
No. I'm gonna get you the new neural networks.
He's just trying to do an NPC stream.
We're good. You just get onto TikTok Live. You get on the
Get on the TikTok live. And you can
Okay.
gift.
Wait a minute, Butterfly, you're on my foot. I'm MPC.
Right now, we're going live right now.
We're going live now, guys.
Two obnoxious people meet each
Butterfly
other.
MPC.
Yes, yeah.
And
Who's got you got your phone with you?
Okay, let me see your phone. Where's that phone? Yeah, bro.
Where's your TikTok? I'll give you your TikTok.
I'm gonna help you. Here, I'll show you.
Give me
Relax.
your TikTok. I'll show you the TikTok right
You
now.
want me to go Instagram Live? I get more on that.
TikTok live
TikTok
right now.
Live.
This
Okay,
is just
hold
a
on.
younger
Live.
Jimmy.
This is live. This is live. Harrison, we're live.
TikTok star, bro. Let me cheer you up, bro. Not in town with me. The spicy chilies keep me gassy, bro. You get me gassy on Uber. I love gummy bears. Go put your hands up. I will not sit out of glasses and that 16 top. Let's have it.
And I happen to be lucky and have this gift with people.
God, just 3 obnoxious people in one frame. That was insane. I'm surprised the world didn't explode.
I'm just that type of guy. I'm not that complicated of a guy.
I gotta say, his culture is really Atlantic City, and I don't consider that exactly South Jersey. He's like a Atlantic City person. It's a mix of really being on the edge and not necessarily being accepted by the whole world. Like,
Wow.
you know, Atlantic City is a lot of people
There we go.
make fun of it. They rip it apart. It's really nice in some spots, but it's really rough in others, and that's his life.
I've never been to Atlantic City.
Here's
What's wrong with it?
40 years ago when they opened, see? 1970, this is when the casino opened. I was a little kid. I was 10, 11 years old. They opened in the late 70s. Grew up in Atlantic City.
Jesus Christ.
In the
66.
70s as a kid. Well, in the early 70s, I'd say.
So we're going back a long time.
Yes, there's a magical lure to Atlantic City. With the abundance of bright, warm sunshine, it is not difficult to analyze Atlantic City's virtues as a residential community.
Growing up in Atlantic City in the 50s and 60s when we were young seemed to me at the time like a normal childhood.
Not so many years ago, this eastern seashore city with its spectacular skyline was an obscure little fishing village. Today, Atlantic City stands preeminent among the
I'm glad it's also an Atlantic City documentary.
because of its year-round popularity.
If you look at Atlantic City, Absecon Island, my father's father handled the south part of Atlantic City, and my mother's father handled the inlet or the north side of Atlantic City.
Oh,
Both
so
doing
the
things,
smaller part.
illicit gambling, racketeering, and they had us convinced as kids that this is normal. This is what everybody does.
Oh.
Everybody's in this business.
When night comes, another world is
They come from a shady background.
reason why Atlantic City has held
I'm
its
shocked.
popularity year after year as America's top vacation spot.
Jimmy is a real Atlantic City
Ooh.
person. Okay, his grandfather owned like some sort of like club in AC.
My grandfather, Max Nippon, Maxie Nip, was intimately involved in the 500
Maxie Nip.
Skinny D'Amato.
Their last name's Wiener. Nice.
People.
Hi, I'm Howie Mandel. A lot of you probably remember me from just seconds ago when I said, hi, I'm Howie Mandel. But what a lot of people don't realize is where I owe my career to here in Atlantic City, the 500 Club, and the owner, Skinny.
My grandfather was friendly with Skinny D'Amato, who owned the 500 Club, and he took us to shows.
We would go to shows, and we would hang out at the 500 Club.
The 500 Club was not just a place where people came and enjoyed.
Oh, Jesus, this was a big
500
place.
Club was something special.
We would go to these shows, Jim and I. And Jim was fascinated. And in retrospect, you know, obviously became more fascinated than I was in this.
See, Jimmie should just go bald. Jimmie would look so much better bald like that. See?
Type of lifestyle.
He's attractive. And they look a lot alike, so I say Jimmie should go bald. Ditch the sunglasses, go with regular glasses.
When we went to the 500 Club, we had the best seat, and I'm like, Mom, why didn't
Just become his
Pop
brother.
gave the maitre d' a $20 bill. Well, that would be like a 50 now. It was a big tip back when we were kids. Acted like the big shot. Played poker in the back room with Skinny D'Amato. Took us to shows. Dressed nice. He didn't have any money. You see, he was a fakey duty.
He wants to be the people he saw growing up.
Ways to college,
Got it.
And then afterwards, I went to medical school. Remember vividly.
Oh, he became a doctor. His brother became. So he became a doctor. Jimmie became a dentist.
If you look at the yearbook, okay, at the end of dental school, everybody has pictures of their family. You know, you're with your uncle, with your parents, with your girlfriend or whatever. Well, Jimmie had like 12 pictures of him mugging with famous people.
You gotta understand something. I'm a kid. We were meeting Lola Falana, Tom Jones.
Len Campbell, didn't he die in a plane crash?
He put his arm around me and he grabbed my ass when my friend was taking a picture. And in these pictures, I closed my eyes half the time because I'm an idiot. So we got backstage to see entertainers because I had
Got molested by Don Rickles and he's proud of it. Weird.
I said, wow, this guy's got really the chutzpah to do something like this.
Jimmie would sneak backstage, just walked in with
They are
confidence.
Jewish.
We're here, we're with the press. Jimmie and myself, I mean, we got to meet the celebrities over the years. It was basically, we were celebrity status whenever we walked in a place.
I grew up with an entertainment bug from being around entertainers that performed in this city. Casinos came in the late 70s and it never left me.
This just didn't happen coincidentally with the coming of the casinos to Atlantic City in 78. I think it predated that. And I think there was a lot to do with...
They could have fixed the glasses glare pretty easily.
One of Atlantic City's residential neighborhoods.
I got
I
attention.
find my fucking
I
nitpicking
was
that.
outgoing.
Jesus
hyper
Christ.
as a kid and very bumpy.
Jim
It's not that
was
important
a very,
at all.
very hyperactive kid. And my mother, you know, struggled. You know, he was the second one. And I remember above the refrigerator we had a like a little cabinet, and in there they would keep the medicine. He was on this medicine called Sparine, which was for hyperactive kids. And I recall that growing up with Jim, he was very
So he has undiagnosed ADHD.
hyperactive.
Awesome. Because he got diagnosed before they even fucking knew what it was.
Live here anymore. I have to. I feel like I should walk in. Can I help you folks? You remember me? I used to live here my whole life. I met you. I lived here since I was a young kid, from the 60s till my dad passed 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I can even show you who was in each room, and I can even show you everything. I can show you all the secrets. We had a piano here because I grew up playing piano. There's a piano right here. I play piano.
This is really interesting.
Music. So
Vignette
in this
too.
house, we had a piano. I used to play. I had a piano teacher back in the 70s. This here is the dining room. It's a different table. My mom had a different table. It's a very small.
It is sad to think that
So I grew up with a brother. He had this room
one
when we
day
were young. And this was my bedroom here.
I
And
just
my bed- I had twin
just
beds.
won't
I
be
had a
able to
bed
go back
here
to.
and a bed here.
There's just like a
So my
point where you
friends
can't
came
go
over,
back
we'd
to
have
like
sleep
your
in the bed.
childhood home.
That's
Just
what Zach would do. He'd stay in the same bed.
till they're gone or sold.
Because Zach's different than me. This is my parents' room here, which is a very,
Does
it's a
suck.
very small home. So this is the master bedroom here. Different bed, different furniture.
I'm glad.
The house
I am
is
glad they
different,
let him back
but
in.
structurally, it's all the same.
That is
The
sweet.
house was built in 1955. My dad grew up here. He went to Atlantic High. My mom went to Atlantic High, and he designed this house because I remember as a kid seeing the architectural blueprints. And my dad had all the pictures of us here, which now I have some of mine home, like our bar mitzvah picture and our college picture and high school pictures. They were like all here. And my dad here used to keep, when he had the 8mm films back in the 60s when we were kids, he used to keep them here. All the film and the pictures were all here. And he would put pictures of us up here. So it makes you feel good inside. You know, you come back to your roots where you lived really a long part of your life. I thought when I grew up normal, but my mom was bipolar, and she had a lot of mental illness, and my dad took care of my mom. So me and my
That
brother
explains
thought
a lot
we
too.
grew up normal, but as we got older, we realized we really didn't grow up normal.
It's weird because, you know, you grow up, what do you know? Your parents, they do the best with what they have. And, you know, you love your parents for better or worse. I had the epiphany at 55 that Jim and I grew up in an insane asylum. Look, I'm the older one. Jim's younger than me. Jim,
the older one,
got the brunt of my mother's mental illness.
Well, it was hard
That's a
because when
shame.
you're 12 making your own sandwiches.
That is a shame. And there's like
she's not doing it. You learn young how to
favoritism.
be, you know, to take
That's
care
not
of
good
yourself.
for
So that's one thing
that's not good
maybe
for children.
contributed to me in my dental business and comedy, where I would constantly work all the time because maybe as a kid I just had to do that.
With Jim, that kind of led him to saying, hey, I want to be somebody, because we both didn't get the love from our mother that we, you know, so needed as young children.
You know, your personality shaped and how you are as an adult shaped when you're young. But what's interesting,
This
when
is
you're
making
young,
a
you
lot
don't know
more
any better
sense.
because you think you're growing up normal because that's all you know as a kid.
Through different therapy over, you know, decades, I've grown to understand really what happened. And what happened was simple. My mother suffered from mental illness that ultimately, you know, she took her life. She suffered, had good days, good years, bad years. But at the end of the day,
The glasses make sense
she
too
gave
now.
up and she took her life. And my father, no matter how hard he tried to, you know, to take care of her, and even with me, and, you know, and I
That's
think
sad.
even with Jim, you know, when you have a parent that is not well, that as a young kid, you're not getting the attention you need, you got to go get the attention elsewhere.
That's it, Serge. Hey, comedy show. Comedy show, Goose.
It does make so much sense, like his desire for approval and fame
And
and
lunch, everything on the house, all comped.
God, it all just makes so much sense.
Hello, beautiful. I was talking to the dog.
He has his like moments where he really needs to be wrangled. He has like a lot of jokes about races and like things he'll just say. Like he has this one thing. Can I say it? He goes like China doll to like any like Asian girl that he sees walking down the street.
Yep, we've noticed.
No, come back. Frank, where you going? Bring me a cup out, will you, Frank?
God, he's
Give
just
me an ice water,
sitting there
Frank. Snap out of it.
catcalling.
I'm trying to make this happen for Jimmie, but he's got to be open to change. I think he's too married to the idea that he's funny.
After you eat it, do you get the diarrhea? And you need the Pepto-Bismol, or are you good?
He's a funny guy, but his jokes aren't necessarily the best. And I think he's got to lean into his character more and maybe do more physical stuff. I don't know. But his character is a selling point.
What do I do?
Just say some shit to them and be like, come out to the comedy brunch.
Well, where's Frank?
Just be like, where's Frank, bro? He may be at the comedy brunch, so you should turn out.
Thank you, Pete. I have my guy.
See, he looked. It's comedy brunch.
Talk to the
half
girls.
hour.
Talk to these chicks.
Nah, these are kids. These are children.
Talk to the girls.
Hey, man, you look like a salad, bro. Come out to the comedy brunch.
That's it. Get this guy. Any luck? Serge.
See, everyone around him is so much better at what at what he does than he is.
I am an amateur. Believe me, I am an amateur. We're trying to get people to come to a comedy show and no one's showing up for.
Okay, Jimmie, say it like this. I have a comedy show at the comedy shop. You better.
He's so fucking insecure.
Tell me when. I got a comedy show here in New York at the Comedy Shop on Bleecker Street, and you better show up, you sons of bitch, and now.
Jimmie, his persistence is like kind of admirable at the end of the day. Even when
He is a character. He needs directors and stuff like that.
He'll like, you know, complain, be sluggish about it, but like
He
believes in himself, and
doesn't need to be doing man on the street stuff. He shouldn't be doing man on the street stuff.
Sold out show in here. Hey.
No one should be doing man on the street stuff, except for Billy Eichner.
2 p.m. How are you guys doing? Phenomenal. Okay. Are you guys from here? Jersey. Cool. And what are you guys doing in the city?
They're here for Jimmie.
For Jimmie. Oh, that's cool. So you like know him from like his show? That's guys. We got a famous guy in the lineup. Are you excited? Are we excited? Yes, we are. That's great. Okay, cool. And then, okay, are you from here? Jersey. Cool. And you're here like for the day, just for the show to see Jimmie? Just for Jimmie. Okay.
Jesus
Cool.
Christ.
Here for Jimmie. Okay, great.
That makes every other comedian in the room feel so good. So much better about themselves. When you go to an open mic and there's a fucking semi-famous guy because he can't fucking book his own places.
How are you, buddy? Good to see you back in Manchester.
Maybe he booked the comedy shop, I don't know.
You're right. So I'm taking a shower today, blow drying my hair gel and moosing it, and then it dawned on me, who looks down there anyway? You know what I mean? Doing all right. How are you doing today? Great. You look good. What happened? Anyway, I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago. The cool thing about Las Vegas, you don't bring a girl, they send one up to the room. It's really easy. In fact, I got picked up by a hooker in Las Vegas. I dropped my pants, she dropped the price. All right? And then I asked her for a hand job. You're not going to believe what she did. She gave me a manicure. So I think a lot of problems in Las Vegas. I got a comedy TV show, Dangerously Funny. And to give you an idea how good my comedy career is going right now, I'm the only guy that knows about it. In fact, the New York Post gave me 2 thumbs down. And get this, the LA Times 1 finger up. You see what I mean? I do a lot of my shows in the men's room because my jokes are shit. Just to give you an idea about that.
It's just rapid fire. There's no...
And I gotta tell you, when I think
God, there's nothing to his jokes. It's just joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. Rapid fire succession. No breathing room at all.
And she's from the island. I like a dickie. And last night she actually told me my Chinese name. Come quick. And she wants to have sex in the backseat of the car. She wants me to drive. You go figure. Last night she got passionately romantic and she was tired. She said, "Honey, I want to be on the bottom. I want you to be up on the top." So I bought a bunk bed. She got mad. Over here, sir, when you have a minute. And she bought a strobe light, and I said, "Why'd you buy that?" She said, "So when I make love to you, it'll look like you're actually moving." I gotta tell you a funny story about her because we're older now.
He only has like the same jokes.
Protection, you know, a rifle. But that's a whole nother
It's the same
story.
jokes on stage as it is on the street, as it is on the H3 podcast, as it is on Instagram, as it is on fucking everything.
I controlled myself. So I don't know if you were around.
He has like a list of 15
But I'm doing
jokes,
good. Thanks for
and he
asking.
just
You follow me,
cycles
sir?
between them and shifts them
Follow me,
around.
the cops, all right? I don't know you that well. And I don't forget a face, but in your case, I'm going to make an exception, okay? All right? I don't like midgets either. I can't stand midgets because I don't want anybody sniffing around my
Just pick his ass on stage.
You know what I mean? I know you're having that same problem.
He just fucking pick his ass on
'Cause I don't
stage.
want anybody all right? I don't like midgets either. I can't stand midgets.
Jesus
I don't want
Christ, he
anybody
did.
sniffing around my fly unless they're serious. You know what I mean? I know you're having that same problem. So I got to tell you
One
something
guy
funny.
dying in
I
the
got 2
audience.
Kids, you see, I got 2 kids in private school. They won't even tell me where it's at. And I got 2 in the Philippines, son, because the truck stopped for about an hour.
He's not dying in the audience anymore.
Jungle going, Happy Hanukkah. That's a holiday, by the way. I know you're an Irish guy. All right? We need you people for parades. So you know why we need the Chinese
I didn't even
people?
notice the person on the
You know
left
why?
just like
So the Jews have a place to
dying.
eat Sunday night. You see what I mean?
Totally slumped over.
And you know the difference between a black guy and a Jewish
Somebody
guy?
should check
They're
on
about
them.
250,000. And do you
Oh,
know the
they're back
difference
up.
between Jews and Italians? Do you know that, sir? 4 years of college. That's all. It's not that much. And Jews don't go to jail, sir, because they eat locks. But Jews buy brothers because they're cheap fuckers. So you got to be a little careful. It's a nice outfit. You look like Trick or Treat Charlie, for Christ's sake.
Not even
Halloween's
funny.
coming.
It's just
And to
so
the guy with the beard, don't point that out. He may go off.
wrong.
Okay? And by the way, there's an Egyptian guy out there. I told him, don't park your camel in the front. You may block the aisle. You know about the Egyptian people. They're in denial a lot. You know about Rabbi Kimowitz, who told this guy take a little bit off the top, but he missed. That's why he's limping. His name's Dr.
What's crazy is this is so much of like
2 to 3.
open mic comics.
So I took my father to the Medicare office about a month ago.
just like half stolen comedy that they've like they think they've reworked enough that they can get away with it, but it's still the same fucking joke. And then just like no idea how like jokes form, how to like formulate a story or anything like that.
All 12 of you. No, come on, everybody up, please. Everybody up.
The entire audience is there for him, and like one person laughed the whole time.
I gotta say that was totally unexpected. What a nice surprise. I haven't done stand-up in about 3 years, to be honest, because I do street comedy. I have a hit TV show, Dangerously Funny, and we're very viral on the internet. And I appreciate you guys came out. You two forget about. But anyway, so in closing, I want to say, I'm Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I mean, I haven't played for this many people in a while. I mean, 7 people. It's just wonderful. It's like watching a fly go up a drake. But thanks for making a guy from New Jersey feel a little bit important and coming out. Have a good night.
I mean, to be fair, Jersey is not that far from
You get it to
Greenwich.
a point in life where you just want to, you have your goals and you want to accomplish your dreams. He's the Jersey Outlaw. I'm the mozzarella boss. Hey everyone, my name's Rob Nestori. I'm the mozzarella boss out of South Jersey.
The fuck is the mozzarella boss?
The Jersey Outlaw, going back to 1985, where we met at Harris Casino when I was washing his uncle's boat. Okay, 2 10-foot trucks. All right. Oh, and I'm gonna shoot you the email of the contracts.
Who the fuck is this guy?
You want a demonstration? The mozzarella boss is making it for Amazon now. I'll put the water on. Just tell her to come over as soon as she's done. Here's the keys, gentlemen.
What?
And she'll be on.
What does he do?
These are my
Is he in like
friends from
logistics?
Amazon, right? Yeah, but nobody needs to know that because for the show's sake, they're here to pick up some fresh mozzarella, some fresh shirts, and get it out to the people. So it's a real simple process.
Is he gonna make mozzarella at his place of work?
We're gonna boil a little water.
I want to know how to make mozzarella. I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna sit my white ass down and listen.
So this is where everything happens. Okay, we recently went to the Atlantic City Pizza and Pasta Show. As you can see, it says Mozzarella Boss. We got to meet the great people from Cento Foods, which is a national worldwide distributor of Italian products, such as San Marzano tomatoes, different types of pasta sauces, gravy, peppers, all great stuff. So when I'm making mozzarella, I'm doing it my way.
I want a documentary about this guy. I want a documentary about the mozzarella boss.
You just came in here and I said, you know what, we're going to make mozzarella. I wasn't planning to make mozzarella today, right? I was planning to do my U-Haul trucks, work on my business, daycare cleaning, which is the bread and butter that allows me to make the fresh mozzarella. And
so this guy has 2 businesses?
Basically, I started daycare cleaning services in 2001. I was working in a healthcare
This is just an ad.
in a long-term care facility, learning housekeeping and laundry. Wasn't making that much money. So this was actually the first exhibit booth that was made from me, and this is
cute
when
that he
I
kept
cleaned
it.
the school. So when I did the actual cleaning, okay, this is what it looked like. And
God damn it,
I
close
couldn't.
again.
So I did it for about a year as a part-time thing, work all day, 10 hours a day, pick up my door.
There we go. Garfield, what are you doing in that bag? You being a weirdo?
Order from the school, go clean the school at night till 11 o'clock,
Whatever.
and do it again. Even though I'm the
Dogs are
mozzarella
just gonna
boss,
run instead.
I still have a passion for daycare cleaning. I love cleaning child care centers.
Why?
I love cleaning schools. I love going in there, taking
Why?
a healthcare approach and our cleaning methods, and it's taking things to the next level. Why don't we go check our water? Guess
Why is
we're
this guy
good.
so
Hey,
into
that's good.
cleaning schools and
So,
daycares?
mozzarella
It's like
boss.
his passion.
Now the mozzarella
He has two
boss is coming
passions:
soon. Can you
cleaning
make-
schools
I
and
would love for you to make
daycares
me, like,
and
one
making
little thing that
mozzarella.
says, "Coming soon,
Mozzarella.
mozzarella boss."
Mozzarella.
And I'm gonna get the cheese curd. Okay, so this is my cheese curd. And
Oh
now
my
what
God.
I do,
It's a lot of
go
cheese
like
curd.
this. Normally I would cut this.
How much
Okay,
mozzarella
but I
is he
don't need to
making?
cut it. I like to the old-fashioned way. Use your hands.
Guy's paranoid.
It's freezing.
He's very concerned about the fly.
So I chop it all up like this. Woo. Everybody should know how to do this from their house. Watch how we're going to do this.
So he just dumps a bunch of boiling water on the cheese
pour it.
curd.
We don't necessarily need to. We don't need to dump it right on top.
Okay, it's not dumping.
And we'll put this back on. And then this is how it started. So I would just start making this instead of driving 2 hours, right? I would just start making this over here. We get some bread, some tomatoes, and we, enjoy it.
This seems really easy to make. Is this all that it
And when
takes to
you
make
taste it, you're
mozzarella?
gonna be like, wow. And everybody they seem to love when I go like this. Look at that. Look at that. Look, you can't even see me. Use the force, right? Isn't that how you would do it, Jim? Look, this is how they do it. How did he do it? Yoda? All right, so we're going to let's see if we could make this. Look, this is like, when you practice, you want to practice like Luke Skywalker. You go like this. What did he say? Ben! Leia! And then Yoda says, use the force, or it's little Yoda, right? And he goes like this, look, he's all creepy. See, I'm more like, I started out like Yoda, but now I'm more like, what's his name? Palpatine. Look. Right? Look. Isn't that how he would do it? Palpatine? Right? And you need
This
some
guy's
Force
seen
lightning.
Star Wars
Can you add
once.
that to the film? Oh, look, I want some Force lightning. Right? Go like this, look. Yeah, I need like the Star Wars theme music, like Palpatine when all the ships are rising. Right? Can we do that?
He just
Oh, you
watched
gotta
Star
make
Wars
that.
last
You
night.
want to make that one. That's
For the
like my
first
favorite
time
scene,
ever, he
right?
sat down and
And then
finished
he's
them
like,
all.
right? Well, I like Sith music. This is Sith. We welcome the Sith over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look. And then you
His
can
arms
do
are
like one
huge,
like this.
though.
Who's this? Wasn't that like a funny thing? Like, like where they would show the guy gets thrown out. He's walking like this. Look, it's kind of like dancing, right?
I was just supposed to say that. He's dancing with the
Are
mozzarella.
we done stretching? So, anyway, now what we do. See that?
You just like form it into a ball? This is interesting. I'm learning a lot.
This is like, you sure this movie isn't going to be changed to the Mozzarella Boss movie? Co-starring Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw?
I would like that instead.
Look at that. So we take this, and then we put it in the cold water.
God damn
I
it.
gotta figure out how
This is integral. I can't miss this part. I need to know how to fucking make mozzarella.
sell it legally. I think they have something, it's called a cottage license or something. So anyway, what we're going to do.
I would buy mozzarella boss.
Nice
mozzarella.
Warm. We're going to try this one. Let me just make sure. And this, you ever hear that song, Cut the Mozzarella? Cut the mozzarella, cut the mozzarella.
I've never heard that song. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you on?
Basil. Now we use the Cento glazed. And they got all different
He's
flavors.
serving it on. He's serving it on a paper plate.
Balsamic vinegars, little olive oil. Now try that. Very good. You want me to cut it more? Yeah, and then we would say, "Hey Jimmy, come get some ball. Outlaw, you call yourself the Outlaw? Come get some balls from the Mozzarella Boss." Now that would make a good reel, right? Jimmy, I know
I love this guy.
I know you since 1985, Jimmy. You call yourself the Outlaw. Let me tell you something. I created that outlaw. He wants a debate? I'll give him a debate.
What?
I gotta
This
eat
guy.
mozzarella now.
I love that guy.
Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, celebrity chef. Today we're going to show you how to make the
There's a
Jersey
cooking
Outlaw
segment?
hoagie.
Yes.
Compliments of the Jersey Outlaw. The
Is he gonna use the
first thing
mozzarella?
You do is you slice down the lettuce. Let me show you how you do that. With a 1 and a 2 and a 3. All right.
I don't see any of the mozzarella on
The
the
next thing we do
table.
is we slice down. I don't know if I can do this. Jews don't normally cook; they eat. We're gonna try it. The next thing we do is we slice down the onion. We do not, I repeat, we do not eat the tomato. Stop with the tomatoes. No throwing the tomatoes for the Jersey Outlaw. Any more tomatoes being thrown? I'm done. The next thing we do is we slice it down the bread. Now watch. This is a very important step because if you slice it down the bread wrong, what happens is you slice it your finger. And now let me show you the Jersey Outlaw way to make a hoagie. The first thing you do.
He's using his full hands. He's like not being dainty at all.
Sometimes the turkey's not good. You have to make sure it's good. And it's not bad. So as you're doing it,
He eats all the turkey before he can put it on the sandwich.
again, Jews don't cook, so this isn't that easy for me. But I'm going to put it in, and the turkey's pretty good.
He just keeps shoveling handfuls of turkey into his mouth. Dude, you're gonna eat all the turkey.
Turkey is great. And then you got to put a little lettuce in here. And you taste the lettuce too. That's what rabbits do. And then you got to use the cutting board. If you don't use the cutting board,
He didn't take the.
lettuce is
He didn't take the outside of the onion off.
You see? And while you're putting the
He didn't take the like outer layer.
turkey.
Their sheath.
No
He's
tomatoes.
eating
Stop
more
with the
turkey.
tomatoes. I'm gonna put a little more onion in. And then you have to do this. You have to fold the hoagie in half. Then you cut the hoagie.
No sauce?
But not your finger. You have to be careful cutting. And then as a Jew, you need to take a bite of the hoagie.
Him being Jewish is a part of his, like. He has to let you know. He has to let you know he's a Jew.
That's the best lunch I had today.
So Jimmie was doing comedy. He had done music. The music's very, very good.
He's just a unique guy. And
Jimmie's done
so
music?
complex. We met was during the music era when he was doing music.
I want to hear
which
more
he
about the
loves.
music.
And he was very, very good at it.
This song is a ballad of Jimmie Lee. Story about my life.
How the Jersey Outlaw name came about was by accident. My wife's maiden name's Lee. You're not going to say, let's hear it for James Weiner, a country rock artist, a Jew from South Jersey whose dad's a rapper. So I had to change my name. When I did music, I had, I think, 6 albums. So the first album was called Turning Up
6
the
albums?
and the second album was Jimmie Lee, and the title of the album was Jersey Outlaw. So then what happened was, I'm doing music,
And maybe an album or two later, we put on the album Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, like my name. So with the Jersey Outlaw, when we put that on the album cover, so I went to comedy, people knew who I was as Jimmie Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. So I'm not changing my name, I just changed my
This dude has done everything in an attempt to be famous. He's done music, he's done
So now it's
fucking
officially
comedy, he's a
name's been around
goddamn dentist.
since 04.
Just anything in an attempt to be relevant.
So that's how we got the name.
Is this one of his songs?
First time we actually did a show together with is in a restaurant, Philomena's, Berlin, New Jersey. And he sang. And when he went on stage to sing, he kicked ass. And then when he told
I want to hear him live.
stand up, I'm like, for what? You're a great singer.
So I've always been a songwriter, singer-songwriter. But in 2004, I hired Dave Ivory, who was the Brownie producer, so it could be done correctly and be commercialized and good somewhere. And it took about 9 years to realize I spent a lot of money and didn't get anywhere, so I had to switch to comedy.
I mean, I got to say that, you know, the music industry is
Yeah,
really hard.
just-
But as far as some of Jimmie's songs, especially like in that Spanish Girl period, you couldn't get much better than what Jimmie was doing.
Seriously? Are his friends delusional? Is he paying them? Like, what's the deal with that? Why are they all yes men? That's not Jimmie's voice. That is not Jimmie's voice at
I
all.
put a ton of time in and spent a fortune on CDs, and every song cost a couple $1,000 to produce for nothing. I never got anywhere with it, and I won't go back to it. I won't go back to it. I didn't say I don't like music. I love music and I'm good, but I won't go back to it. I'm going to go work with what works. But for some weird reason, my goofy comedy works to get me famous.
No, it
and social
doesn't.
media. So I'm going with what works.
God, he's so
and I like
delusional.
music, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to get me to the finish line.
Want to hear a song I wrote? I'll trade you laughter for love. I'll trade you one for the other. Laughter for love, that's what it is.
Okay.
Some sadness, mirth, and for whatever it's worth, whether you like it or not, I'll give you all that I got. I'll trade you sunlight for gold. One shines as bright as the other. Love is pure gold. Dance in the sun. Light, this is my life. And you're part of my life I live. I swear that it's
Got like a David Byrne low tone.
to share this laughter of love with just a little love from you.
He's a really good piano player. And his voice is not bad at all.
This kid's talented. I don't look at Jim's thought of the comedy's going to get him famous. I think Jim is going to get himself famous if that's what he wants, based on who he is. When you think of the totality of what the kid has, it's resilience.
Here's the problem. I am a singer-songwriter, and I work with a music producer, and couldn't get famous doing something I'm talented at and something I'm goofy at I get noticed for. When you figure out entertainment, let me know. The opposite.
That is, yeah.
I'm just being honest, because I've been doing music since
That's
I was a
totally fair.
You know, he was playing the piano, he was playing the guitar. I remember that in our bedroom. We shared a bedroom for many years. We both grew up in the same house.
Oh, we're learning more
And
about the brother.
I ended up being a nice guy, and he ended up being a conniver and a bad guy. I'm a good
What?
guy, and he's the opposite of me. And my
His brother
wife
seems
was
totally
two guys
chill.
grow up the same and be so different. I don't know. You know, I know Jim said to you that we kind of went our own ways and we're very different. Of course, we're very different. And some may ask, well, how can you be so different if you grew up in the same family? Well, it happens. You know what's
my
sad?
brother and I are pretty different.
Rickles or Sinatra can walk into a room
say the right things. They know what to do. You don't have to say anything to them. My brother just doesn't have that. He's not a good person. He never was.
What a weird fucking slight against his brother. You know, these ultra famous people with all the confidence in the world and all the swagger. My brother's just not like that.
Will be, and he puts on a nice act, like, and he acts nice. But the stuff he's done is so bad. I couldn't imagine in my worst dream doing things like that. And once my dad died, that was pretty much it. That's it.
I wonder what
Jim
his
and
brother
my
did.
father, at the time of his
Is he gonna
death,
elaborate more?
you know, I don't know. They didn't have the closest relationship, and I'm not sure that they were
Is
able
it
to
an
talk about
inheritance thing?
these matters. My father,
I can't remember that.
unfortunately, didn't get a lot of time with Jim and his family before he died.
That was kind of last straw when Dad died, and the way Larry handled things. Larry is greedy, and he's not a good guy. So it's okay, because you see, I'm not upset with him, but I won't bother with him. I don't get upset. I just don't bother with you because I'm older, and I don't have that much time to live. And
He keeps harping on about this not much time to live thing. You must have like a terminal illness, because he's not even 70. Maybe he's having a midlife crisis, and he's gonna live to be 140 years old. Sorry, let's switch out the camera. Battery. There we go.
So the least thing you need to do is bother with you, because you're not a nice guy.
You know, I
He seems like a
personally
totally nice
hope for the
guy,
day
but he did say
we
he puts
could
on up
be
front.
closer. We hope for the day that we get to meet his kids. I mean, I've never met his children. You know, that's the
That's a shame.
the situation.
I
All
make
too
people
relatable.
feel good, whether I do comedy, whether I'm nice to people in the office, and that's the problem with Larry. He doesn't make you feel good. He makes you feel bad, and you know he's conniving something, and he's going to screw you over and not be a good guy. And I'm done.
Jim and I, we have had significant loss. My parents didn't treat Jim good. He's got to forgive him.
People.
It seems like there was some favoritism towards the older brother, and Jimmie like resents his brother for that, even though it's not his brother's fault. It's his parents' fault.
Change. So I don't know what happens, and they grow apart.
You know, he asked me to, you know, not talk about details of this and that, and I said, Jim, I respect that. Like even my wife said, Larry, why do you even want to do this? Well, selfishly, I think I want to do it, and I've done it, is because I have a feeling that it's another possibility of reconnecting us. I just feel that what a way
That's so sweet
to end this film with some type of like reconciliation or reconnection with a sibling. We're brothers.
I hope they can do that
I want to
someday.
be closer to my brother, and I'm hoping through this film that maybe there's a chance that can happen, because we are running out of time, Jim. So
God, both of them.
Let's figure this out.
Family. Family. Point to the hairline, Anna.
The hairline's strong.
I have been very driven, and I'm an older guy. Not old, but older, middle age. And I got
Middle age.
I haven't
67,
run out of
middle
steam,
age.
but I could, so we need to get this done now. It's not cheap what I do. It's not like a joke. It's real. And it costs a lot of money. And I'm not making money, so I'm basically spending money. I'm investing.
I think he has a misunderstanding about how all this stuff works. When I first started working for him, he'd be like, hey, can you make me famous? I need to get famous. We need to be famous. Not everybody just blows up overnight. That's not how it works, obviously, or else we'd all be famous. He's an older man. He wants to do this now, and realistically, if we're being honest with each other, he doesn't have much time left to have the energy to go out on the street.
Yeah,
and
he's
do all
very
this
much
stuff.
an instant
We grew,
gratification
obviously,
type
he's
of
not
guy.
famous right now, but he's growing and stuff.
I've asked him before. I'm like, I said, Jimmie, if you were to rank yourself on like a letter scale, what kind of celebrity would you be? Would you be a B celebrity, C? I think he said B. I was like, you're out of your mind, dude.
Bold.
I don't know, like he could blow up and get like all the fame
He's
that
like
he wants
F
on
tier,
the internet.
not
He's
even a
to the
celebrity.
Sinatra level, obviously.
He's barely even an internet celebrity.
Frank Sinatra, Sylvester Stallone, and that type of like world is different. He also like is like, oh, the papers. He was like, oh, I'm in the LA Times. He like thought that would get him famous. Like was doing like LA Times and radio, knowing that like our world is like completely shifted.
I think.
When's the last time?
The wrong perspective.
When is the last time anyone has read the LA Times?
Of where this could go. He thinks it's still like old school, be on TV, be on television, you know, walk outside, everybody's praising you. It doesn't really work like that anymore. And realistically, the way that he could be famous is social media fame. It's not that type of fame. Mainstream won't work for Jimmie. It won't. And that type of fame is what you get when you're, no, I don't think that type of fame is attainable for him. I think it's a whole different ballpark that we're in with Jimmie.
Yeah, no, like of course not. He will never be like movie star famous. He's just a guy. Like at most he's like Ellen show famous, I would say. Like that is the most famous he could possibly be. If the Ellen DeGeneres show was still around, he would absolutely be on it. It's the equivalent of Ellen having the damn Daniel kids on.
My old school race car jokes that wouldn't fly. Well, I'll get a bunch of guys around. There'll be a black guy in, and I'll make sure the crowd likes him. At the end, I'll go to white guy. You like him? And he goes, yeah. I go, you want to buy him? That would work 20 years ago. It's not going to work today.
Have you thought about doing some more like adaptive PC racial humor?
I'm not a PC guy. You can't take the Jersey out of the Jersey Outlaw. You can't change me from being a wise guy to doing politically correct jokes and being boring. Could people change you, or you changing who you are to please people? No, and you shouldn't have to. And I don't feel I should have to do that either. I am who I am.
You think PC culture is destroying comedy?
I will be honest with you, Andrew.
Please.
COVID hurt my dental career, and PC comedy killed my comedy career. Because I was actually a funny guy until the PC comedy came, and my stuff was more accepted. Look at this guy with a hairpiece. Let's go over. Come on.
DJ, leave him alone.
Sir, I gotta tell you something, sir. You can't even tell. It looks perfect. The hair. You couldn't even tell it's a piece. It looks perfect. You look good. I can't even tell. You can't even tell.
They're just harassing this man trying to park in the no parking section. I mean, no park in the handicap parking.
Feel good.
That's how good of a person I am. I say handicap parking is no parking.
For a long time when I was younger, and moved over to comedy, but I've always been an entertainment style personality, so I could do really anything. And I do the old style wise guy comedy that I grew up with in the 80s.
We need old comedy. I mean, that's what the world's missing, you know, and not get offended. Not get offended if something's black or white or Spanish or this or that.
What does that even mean, man?
Take your thing off, your bibby thing. Let me see how pretty you are. Take the bibby off. Can you take this thing off?
No.
Religious? Since I was
He's
a
just.
kid, even when
Why would it not be religious?
I was
It's just like for fashion?
every move by taping his show. And he was funny, naturally, and off the cuff, like what I do on the street.
Jim idolizes Rickles.
Nice guy. So you don't see a guy like this with the Fu Manchu mustache, and you're not even.
There's a reason.
Chinese would be nicer, but the guys I know are Chinks.
Jim, studied Rickles. He knew Rickles. He went to.
There's a reason people aren't doing Don Rickles comedy anymore.
He has a lot to do with Marty Allen and Rossi, Steve Rossi.
Garfield, what are you yelling
I
about?
know that you're a member of the Lively Arts.
Come here.
Whoever you are. Might you be considered a comedian?
DJ, leave him alone.
And he was really close to Rossi. Deep down, it's deep Rossi within Jim. I was backstage. I was hanging with these people, and they treated Jimmie like their son. We were both sort of outliers in dental school. He really had this.
This guy's a dentist too.
Famous even then.
I found out my dad. He grew up in Atlantic City as well, and I figured out when I was 5 years old, my father was a gambler because he married my mother.
I'll trade you laughter for love.
I'll trade you one for the other. Laughter for love. What can you lose? Some madness for mirth. And for whatever.
Jimmie just seems like an obnoxious asshole.
Whether you like it or not.
Maybe it's endearing if you know him and you're close to him, but Jesus. How on earth do you get close to him? How do you get close to somebody who, like, won't allow anyone to be close to them? Am I gonna get a DMCA strike from Don Rickles?
I swear that it's true. I love to do what I do.
God, they look so much alike.
I give for just a little love from you.
I hope he can reconnect with his brother. That'd be good, right? Why does he need 3 microphones? Is that 3 lavs on him? My God. What is the point? They're all capturing the same audio. Wow, okay. Just one guy did everything on this too? Not everything, yet again, but like produced, directed, edited. That was really good. That was a pretty good documentary. And now I really want one about the mozzarella boss. I can't wait. I cannot wait for the mozzarella boss doc to drop. It needs to come out now. I hope it's being worked on. Oh, it's like PBS. It's thinking viewers like us. Actually, viewers like me. Only me. Well, that was pretty good. That was a really good doc. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really solid. Has he made more? Okay, that's not what he did on the podcast at all, but okay. Anyways, we're gonna go back. Let's just close out the whole thing. I'm just gonna end the stream here. I think this is a little fun, real productive, real nice thing that we did. I had a lot of fun with it. So, I mean, until next time, be safe, I guess.